It's top right, don't it? Over the XP. Yeah. Do this to me tonight. This is a game we're playing YouTube every day now, yeah? We just have to play this game every stream, yeah? You just can't be like you used to be. Yeah? Why you change up on me like this? What is this? What is this fraudulent bullshit? Oh, I'm actually on, okay. Okay. I wonder people don't get notifications though. Even I don't get a notification that I'm streaming. Abadaboo. Dee 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 dee. 1 2 1 2 2 2 2 10 10 10 10 3. I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna go up the Rhine Valley again that I did last time, but I'm gonna try it with the snow because since the new patch I've not tried out the snow and I want to see the snow. So let's just go over here, over. Where's the snow? Did they remove the snow? The snow is there, but I can't guarantee the snow. Is this because of the date? This is going to be the date, isn't it? Let's go to Christmas Eve. There it is. There's the damn snow. Okay. Let's set off a bit earlier because it's a long drive up the Rhine Valley. Let's set out at 9 instead of 10. And let's... Do we take a different bus? Because I'm always in the same bus, aren't I? Let's take a different bus. I think I've taken all the mans. In fact, that's a DLC. DLC. I've driven that one in the car. Well, maybe not that one. What's that one called? The R62. These are DLC, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all DLC. Neoplan. That's one I can use. I think these. Yeah, they're DLC. The Scania. The Scania are DLC. Okay. I'd like to try these, but 20 quid a pack, man, for some different buses. I mean, there's no way. If they ever go to like a £5 a pack, I might buy one. Some of them look quite interesting. And there's a little mini one somewhere. I'll take this big bad boy. The Barraquito. Oh, the Neoplan Skyliner. I'm going to take this one. Let's take this big fucker. Nah, it's bad for third person view. That's not. Let's just take my bad boy out, man. Friday road show. It is Friday. It is the radio show. If anybody's got any requests, drop them in the chat. We'll get the fucking music on. Let's go have a drive. Character. I never see the character, so you never know a third person. Right, 9 o'clock. 22nd of December. Realistic controls. Rhine Valley. Should be ready. Let's go. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. Hey. Just check I've got the right route going. Yeah, we do. And my valley goes all the way up to, I think it's to Stuttgart, was it? I can't remember where it finishes actually. Sweet. How do I get off this? Exit's right in front of me, nice and easy. Lovely, lovely. Oh, hang on. We are. It's reset again, hasn't it? Always does this. What is it? X. To move our seat back. We have to move our vision back. It looks like we're facing a bit to the right. Feels okay. There we go. That's alright. That's alright. Don't worry about the fucking headlights, man. It's daytime. We're talking about. Relax. I can see. Forget about the air conditioning. I'm warming off. I'll do it. All right. Tell me I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. I was waiting until the passengers got on. Might bust some 1990s swing. I was thinking the other day, man, you don't get that swing music anymore that you used to get. Or Cali, well, let's not mention it, but you know, that vibe and all that kind of stuff. Vibe, she's got that vibe. Girl, you got that. She got that vibe. I'm trying. I want a booty like yours. I'm trying. I'm playing Centre Riders tomorrow if Arsenal win, so come on. VR exercise and all that. I'm doing my best. It ain't easy. Fit.dcm. I wonder if that's a real website. Oh, sorry, too much booty staring. Off the boat. There's that big barracuda bugger I was going to drive. Oh no, that's a smaller one. Hello everybody, and welcome onto Flixbus. Hello there. I'd like it if they do. I don't think they used to do that. I was just going to say I'd like it if you saw the... yes! One way, sir, or return? Take you wherever you want. All the way to heaven and back, baby. Yeah, I don't think I've ever... I think the last time... I didn't used to see the luggage actually go in. I think I just saw that suitcase appear there, so they do now. Very good.
Ich würde gerne ein Ticket kaufen.
Wilhelmshaven? Are we going there? I don't really know, mate, but let's see. Nah, mate, we're not going there, bro. You can't go. Sorry, my man. Mannheim, are we going there? I don't know, bro. Let's find out. I've forgotten the route. We're going there. We're going to Mannheim. You can come.
Ciao.
Hello, mate. Listen, I've fucking seen your type before, alright? You just make sure you're sitting on your own, alright, bruv? You're doing them leather gloves on, man.
Mahlzeit. Bin ich hier richtig?
Express check-in, yeah?
Danke sehr.
How you doing today, Jason? Are you well, brother?
Ciao. Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen. Cool.
Hello, Granny Rags.
Mahlzeit.
Hier ist...
Hello.
Danke sehr.
On you get. Alright, mate, what's your name?
Das Ticket. Bitteschön.
Cole Gerdis. Yeah, you're on the list, bro. You're on the list. I thought you might be my guy.
Guten Tag.
That's a
Ich
damn
würde gerne
shame.
ein Ticket kaufen.
Strasbourg? We're going to Strasbourg. You can come. On
Auf
you get.
geht's.
What's your name, brother? Franz
Fahren Sie
Zimmer?
in meine Richtung?
Hey, any relation to Hans? Oh, I bet you get that all the time, don't you? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Anyway, you're on the list, man. You can get on the bus.
Ciao.
Right, where would you like to go?
Salut. Ich
Young
würde
lady.
gerne ein Ticket kaufen.
Mannheim. We are going there. I've just sold a ticket. So, on you get. Jason! Oh, one more.
Okay, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be gaming all night tonight when I get home.
Nice. What are your plans? More Helldivers? Are you still playing Helldivers at the
Tag.
moment?
Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen.
Helldivers as well as DayZ now. I don't know if you saw my stream last night, Jason. I don't think you popped in, did you? But I did a little stream last night because I was laughing at this Escape from Tarkov drama. And Helldivers guys have jumped on the bandwagon today, as well as the DayZ devs, man. They're all giving it to
Good.
them. Tarkov's getting it from all angles, bro, in the gaming industry. Yeah, the Helldivers lot of
Sea of Thieves mostly.
oh, I forgot you got that now. Yeah, I forgot. Just say Helldivers. Just say Helldivers. I forgot. No, shut up anyway. I don't want to hear about that game. Right, forget that game. I'm trying to forget it. I'll do my best. Right, engine
I
on.
joined the stream last night when you were getting off.
Oh yeah, I think you did, didn't you? Right at the end. You know what my brain's like, brother. You know what my memory's like. Apologies.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich.
Alles
Wer
verschüttet.
kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp
SA marijuana affects the memory.
No shit.
vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein
No shit,
Problem.
bro. Marijuana
Viele unserer
definitely
Sitze
affects
sind
the,
mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt
what was it
ihr
you
euer
said again?
Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr
Sorry,
eure
bro.
nächste Fahrt
Dad
auch
jokes,
gleich
dad
mobil
jokes.
buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App
Sorry,
und
bro.
profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten.
Sorry, my guy.
Auf
I love you.
flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit.
Exactly.
Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den
Yo, check this out.
den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you,
Play this game too much. Grinning cat, grinning cat, grinning cat.
Why do I? I don't understand the statements, bro.
And beverages.
I just looked before I came on. I've only played 47 hours.
Boarding area.
That's not that much,
If you would
man.
like
50
to browse
hours.
the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out,
What you mean
no
is you don't
problem.
like it when I
Many
play
of
this
our
game,
seats
right?
are equipped
But you
with
should like it when I play
outlets
this game,
which are
Whisper,
marked
because
accordingly.
this
If you would
game
like to
gives me the most.
It's pretty fun.
This game is very fun. Watch Your Other
Download
Bits.
our app
If you like
onto your
driving
smartphone,
simulators,
so you can take
if you don't,
advantage
then you're not
of
going to
our
enjoy it,
many
right? And obviously it's much
exclusive
better if you've
online
got a steering wheel.
discounts. For more information, simply visit
Wait till this announcement's
flixbus.com
finished.
or get in touch
Whisper,
with us
with a game
on
like this, I
Facebook.
can talk all night,
Of course,
we can
we're
chat, we
always
can play
striving to
music,
improve our
we can have
service.
discussions.
Please
Mind reader you.
You should like a game like this.
feedback about your journey.
It's like a little
You can also
community
use this
meetup.
to share
You
your
just come and have a little
suggestions,
chat,
ideas,
a little
and
natter.
requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoyed.
Also, if you're trying to get sleep, tell me keep my voice down a little bit and just
Country are you in?
fall asleep to the lovely. We're in Basel, Luke. So that's Switzerland, isn't it? Pixels, how you doing, man? You can just fall asleep to the lovely dulcet tones of the low hum of the engine. I could put the if it rains, I'll put the windscreen wipers on for you. That might help.
How are you? It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been a while, Pixels. I hope you're well. I'm great, thank you very much, man. Listen, ask me again tomorrow night. Ask me again tomorrow night, man. It's Arsenal Tottenham tomorrow, the North London derby, the biggest North London derby in recent history. We have to win to continue our push for the title. Tottenham need to win to continue their push for the top 4 to try and stop us winning the title. So tomorrow night, I'm either going to be super happy or super depressed. But right now, everything's fucking hunky-dory. Thank you for asking me. I'm going way too fast. I'm going to get clipped up for speeding in a minute. Was that a camera above me? It might have been. We're okay now. We dropped it down a bit. I do 75 and a 60, bro. Can't be having that. Yeah, Watcher, there's another game coming, well, it's already out actually, called Taxi Life, a city simulator, or something like that, or City Life, a taxi simulator, or something like that. And I really look forward to it. You drive around Barcelona in that one, but there was no wheel support, so I thought, well, I'm not buying that. But they're adding wheel support to it apparently for consoles, so when they do, I'll grab it. We'll go around Barcelona as well. But yeah, today I'll show you the route. We're going up the Rhine Valley. Whisper, the Rhine Valley. It's in 2 parts. How do I get the map on? I have to come off this. Right, we're starting down here in Zurich. We're going east to Basel. No, west, sorry, to Basel. Then we go north to Strasbourg, to Karlsruhe, Mannheim, Darmstadt, and Mainz. And then the second half takes us from there up the rest of the Rhine Valley, which is up through Germany. Now, what I should have done was taken some of these stops off, because we don't need to stop at all these. The reason I stopped at them before was to unlock them. Obviously, I don't need to unlock them now, but never mind. It's only a quick stop, and you get to drive into the cities, and it's more fun driving into and out of cities and stuff. So. Put your fucking phones on silent, you cunts. Or you'll be out the back door, man. Thank you. Sorry for swearing. Oh, shut up. There's no children on board. Relax yourselves. See, I do need to try out the snow because I've not seen it in the snow yet since the new patch. The top it says 60 and on my thing down there it says 100. Make your mind up, man. What can I go? Can I go 100 or can I go 60? I'm going 100, fuck it. Right, he's going 100, fuck it, I'm going 100. That's the one thing they might need to change still. It's still kind of buggy when you go in and out of tunnels. The lighting still kind of messes up a bit. This is part of what I love about this game, man. The bridges in this game, dude, are so fucking cool. Look at this bridge, man. You ever seen a bridge like it? I think one thing the snow will do, it'll mask quite a bit of the pop-up that you get, pop-in, sorry, not pop-up, the pop-in that you get on some of the textures at the side of the road. When there's a lot of foliage, like deep grass and bushes and stuff, you'll often see it 30 or 40 yards down the road just sort of loading in. So the snow should mask that quite a lot. I think that's why that new truck game that's come into PlayStation is called, they've set it in Alaska. Probably because it's just much easier to render snow. These high walls, you're not there for, you're there to stop rock slides and shit. Got them in London now. On Wales. Coolio. Been spending most our life living in a gangster paradise. Sorry, bro!
Oh, jetzt habe ich meinen Kaffee verschüttet.
Sorry. Yeah. Right, brother. You have to honk your fellow bus drivers, man. Fuck the truckers. Alright, G2 grams. Go and do your G2 grams. You gotta go, bro, you gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I'll take care, man. I'll speak to you soon. Clown here on the left, man. You're in the fast lane, bro. Speed it up. There you go. Driving's very easy, isn't it? I might learn for real. proper simple like. I'm kidding, I know it's not the same as when you play a game. Driving home for Christmas. Da da beep ba ba da beep boo. Ba da da dee 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 dee. Why am I getting 100 here? This looks a bit dangerous to me. Let's slow down a bit. There we go. It's down to 50 here. Da da dee dee dee. Driving home from Police. Oh, look at you. I thought I could smell fucking scampi, love. Do you mind putting your knees together for me? Come on. Hey, close your damn knees. Put your phone on silent or I'm kicking you off the bus. Whew. Oh, look at that building there, man. What that is. Swiss friends.
Hello. Hier, mein Ticket.
Henkel, you're on the list. Get on the bus.
Ich hoffe, ich
Express
bin
check-in, no problem. QR code, brother.
Guten Tag. Ich hoffe, ich bin
Ekrin
hier richtig.
Veit, you are on the list. Get on the
Sehr
bus.
freundlich.
Salut. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig.
Express check-in, you must be Yanis
Ciao.
Volts. There you go, everybody on. I don't know why I do this every time.
Hallo
but I do it
und
every
herzlich
time.
willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus.
Whisper, probably, no? Whisper's fucked up.
Hello and welcome to Flixbus.
Whisper, you still there, man? Oh, he's there. Do I know the capital of Switzerland?
Destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey. The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey.
Let me think, man. I forgot as well. I should know that, though.
You will find our information card containing further safety instructions.
Is it Zurich? Zurich, innit? Is it? You know what? I don't know.
And details of
Sorry,
snacks.
that's Whisper's fault. Yeah, it might be. That might be one of them, though, that you think it's the capital and it's not. There's a few cities like that. I always think, oh, that's not the capital. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm the same, man. I'm not sure.
Network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey, are many exclusive online discounts.
Give it a Google, brother.
For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
Amsterdam's Holland, Berlin's Germany, Brussels, Belgium.
First of all, we don't call it.
Maybe 3. Gonna Google it.
First of all, we don't call it Holland anymore, bro. It's the Netherlands, yeah. And I don't think Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands. I think that's wrong. Rotterdam, innit? I don't think it's Amsterdam, bro. I don't think Amsterdam's the capital. Hey, I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not Amsterdam. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, because Rotterdam is anywhere. Yeah, I think it was something to do with like, I think Holland's a bit offensive somehow. I can't remember why. I know there was something like you just don't call it Holland anymore. Like nobody does. Like you get the odd old person or football commentator or writer still calling it that, but I never hear it anymore, man. But I think it's not Amsterdam, is it? I think it's more likely it's Rotterdam, but it might not be Rotterdam either, to be fair.
According to Wiki, Switzerland doesn't have a capital. Hang on.
What? Say what? Damn, okay. More information needed, Whisper. The whole place is pickled. The people are pickles for sure.
There's no other name for it. Grinning cat.
Fair enough, brother.
Amsterdam.
It is Amsterdam, yeah. Damn, man. Fucking police check, brother. I gotta have a fucking police check. Oh, you just grassed me up about my weed, man.
Whose turn though?
Some of you smoking weed or what? Oh, shit. Wait, what? Hang on, mate. Fucking old Bill pulled me over. Bastards. Zurich's the most famous. Oh yeah, definitely. Two of my passengers aren't wearing seatbelts. What are they doing, man? Hey, get your fucking seatbelts on, you bunch of dicks. You get me in trouble, man. Ruin my perfect score. What's this building here? This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere alone. The Hague, you know what? Is that the one I fucking saw earlier? What's that one I saw earlier, man? That really tall white one. It like goes up in steps like that. It's crazy shape. It's like a big high-heeled boot. William Hague. Remember that muppet? William Hague. Anywhere alone. Anywhere alone. Do, 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 do. Coming along this in a minute, as you can see from the GPS.
Going a bit fast, aren't we, for a bus?
I am going on the limit. Look, bottom right, 100 mile an hour. I'm doing 102, bro. It's a coach, not a bus, remember? And that's kilometres, remember? So what's that in miles per hour? I don't know. It's probably 70 miles an hour, isn't it? Standard for a motorway. Always get my passengers there early, brother, so they got the time to relax, check out the local city centre before they go to their hotel or whatever. Plus the faster I go, the more routes I can do. A bit chilly up there.
Bonn is also well known.
Bonn. Oh shit. Where's Bonn? Is that Switzerland too, Grant? Sorry. How you doing, Grand Sovereign? I hope you're well, brother. Have you started to play Dragon's Dogma 2 yet? Let it go, let it go. Oh, Cologne, yeah. I went to Cologne the other day. I think I drove through there on I did a Jürgen Norbert Klopp run. There it is. Cologne, and there's Bonn. Bonn, Busbahnhof. Hey, if you want me to visit there, man, we can visit there. Is that where you're from? We'll roleplay. We'll roleplay.
There's something famous about Bond, yes.
Is there? The name's Bond. James Bond. What's the famous thing about Bond? Bond. How do you pronounce it? Turn your phones on silent, punks. Thank you. Thank you. Bro, you're trying to get me, my passengers killed. Divvies, man. Go, 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 go. Straight through. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Fuck them. Hey, dickheads. Hey. We don't pay the toll, man.
Original capital with Beethoven's Theater.
Ooh,
I was
Beethoven's
also
Theatre.
physically in Bonn.
Nice. All right, cool. There you go, man. We're learning. We're learning about geography and history all in one. Listening to a bit of Beethoven. Well, I listened to lots of classical music earlier because I was watching Frank Tedesco videos on YouTube. I don't know if you guys like Frank Tedesco.
Berlin become the capital then?
I don't ask me stuff like that, bro. I don't know. I have no idea. I keep getting a weird noise from behind me, as if there's a window open or something. Let me just check something. I left the fucking back door open.
Isn't it true Germany
No.
changed the white color in the flag to yellow due to the colors of the flag being used in the swastika emblem?
No idea. More trivia from Whisper, if that's true. I have no idea, mate. Why have I got a fucking... I can keep hearing like a little noise.
As well as most
Oh, my window wasn't fully up.
there. Small detail.
My window wasn't fully up, man. That's what it was.
Ist Ihr Navi kaputt?
Most of... in Bonn. Hey, bro, I'll go there if you want. There might be like a little... let's see if there's a thing there. Hang on. Because some places have got like tourist things you can look at. This one doesn't seem to have one now. But are we coming up this way? Where are we going? We're finishing in Mainz. And then I think we go that way for the second part. When I get to the second part of the journey, if we don't already go to Bonn, I'll do a little detour. We'll go check it out for you if you're still here. I'll shout you out if you're still here when I finish this run. And then we can go check it out, man. There might be something you recognise, a bridge or a building, or... It's not to scale, obviously, but they've put quite a lot of work in this game. There are recognisable places in a lot of the cities, towns. These fucking phones, brother. I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off if right. One more ring. One more ring and the Wi-Fi is going off. Alright, you lot. Right, I've warned them. I hear one more phone. I'm turning the Wi-Fi off. See how they like that. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere,
You've got to pay
Liverpool.
the
or
troll toll if you want to get into that boy soul.
Come on, let's go. I didn't have to, Liam. I went straight through. I think you might be behind, bro. The toll booth was quite far behind, so refresh, brother. Someone tell Liam to refresh, so I don't have to type it. The troll toll was way back there. I think he might be a bit behind. You gotta pay the troll toll if you wanna get into the boy's soul.
That's one disturbed statement from you, Liam.
It's a quote from Danny DeVito's character in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. From one of the funniest episodes, actually. I mean, I love all the episodes, but that's a really good one. Where,
I've never seen It's Always Sunny.
oh, brother. Listen, I don't want to be one of those guys that says you have to watch it, you've got to see it, you've got to watch it, it's the best. But for me, it's joint funniest thing I've ever watched.
I've only seen DeVito in Be Cool, Get Shorty and Batman.
It's, no, Twins. You never seen Twins, bro? His best film. It's probably not his best, well, it's definitely not his best film, but come on, everyone's seen Twins. Arnie and Danny DeVito. I'm showing my age, aren't I? It's like 1989 or something, that film. Most of you weren't even fucking born. Frank, yeah, you're damn right, man. Listen, I think Always Sunny's right up there. I can't split it with that and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, that one too, and the one where Arnold is pregnant.
My two favourite American comedies, Curb and Sunny. And it's not even close either. They fucking piss on everything else I've ever seen. They're both so damn good. Straight through, no more troll toll, baby. Let's go. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh no, I killed everybody. Trying to get through the troll toll. Oh, everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. Okay, I'll pay the troll toll next time. Hello, Luna. What up, baby? How you doing, Liam? I was going to play Marvel tonight, mate, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I'll probably get on it tomorrow or the day after. Have a nice leisurely drive tonight. Hospital Civil, the civil hospital. Yeah, babes. Coming up. Hello. A little beauty. How you doing? It's Kish.
Fährt ja nicht besser als ich.
Hey, Daddy, Kish. No kissy, no. Okay.
You can always play whatever you feel like. A nice ride on the bus is always fun.
I know, brother. I just like to. I'd never do anything that I didn't want to do, but I just polite to let people know. I've not forgotten about it. It's going to be back very soon. And the problem with tomorrow is tomorrow's stream all depends on the result of the football match. It's Arsenal-Tottenham tomorrow, biggest game of the season so far. North London derby. We're still challenging for the title. They're challenging for top 4. If they win tomorrow, I probably won't be streaming. Maybe for a couple of days. I might be too depressed. If we win tomorrow, I'll be double streaming. I'll be fucking dancing straight after on Synth Riders. And then tomorrow night, we'll play Midnight Suns as well. Now this game did crash the other day, by the way. It crashed to black screen. I got my fan on it tonight. It overheated my PlayStation last time and crashed after about 2.5 hours. So if my stream goes off suddenly, I've not left you. I've not just abandoned you all. My fucking PS5 will have crashed. Yeah, the buses over here, man. What are you doing over there, you bunch of muppets?
Servus.
Invalid ticket, mate. No ticket!
Hallo. Sehr freundlich. Mahlzeit.
Another note.
Meine Güte, das ist ja die falsche Linie. Dankeschön.
Dodgy fuckers here.
Grüezi, danke.
Danke.
Trying to get on with the wrong tickets, man.
Grüezi.
Where are you going?
Hier ist mein Ticket.
Okay.
Danke.
Here's my ticket.
Moin. Kann ich bei Ihnen ein Ticket kaufen?
Karlsruhe. I don't know if we'll go in there, mate. Let's have a look. The fucking birds allowed around here, aren't they? Jesus Christ. Yes, we're going there, mate. Get on.
Auf geht's.
Off gates 2, bro. One more. No, you're the cheats. And you're getting off, okay. Right, next stop. Karlsruhe, Busbahnhof. I think Busbahnhof means bus stop. Maybe. Because didn't Bonn say Busbahnhof as well? No, what does Busbahnhof mean, I wonder? Interchange, maybe. Anyway, we'll be there at 3:30. Close your bloody legs, love, please. It's getting a bit too much now. Tell you what. Things bus drivers have to put up with that. How are you today, Liam, anyway? Hope you're well? Been out in the allotments much, or is it... weather's been a bit shit, hasn't it, for God, so far? Like, we've not had much sun at all yet, seeing as we're nearly in May. Are there any... is that a tour? That looks like a badass cathedral right there, doesn't it? Where are we right now? Strasbourg. There's no actual thingies there. Tourist spots.
Busbahnhof off the Autobahn.
Busbahnhof off the Autobahn. Try and check that cathedral out if we go past it. Looks pretty tasty. Oh no, we're going the other way. Oh, she's up in the thing. She's up in a little slot.
Had a little bit, but yeah, it's been really lame weather. Have some seats down though.
My old Dutch has put the veg in today. I fucking swear she's going nuts, man. She planted the potatoes. She's come in today and said, I've made a right fuck up. I goes, what have you done? She goes, I planted the potatoes. And then I've gone and planted the cabbages and something else after. I can't remember what she said. And then I've gone to plant the potatoes. And I'm wondering where they are. No, that was it. She said I planted the cabbages and whatever else. And she says I've gone and planted the potatoes afterwards. And I can't find them anywhere. I'd already planted them an hour before, and I planted the cabbages on top of them. So, fuck knows how that's going to work out. We're going to have cab potatoes.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das dem Reifen so gut tut.
2 hands on the wheel, bro. 2 hands on the wheel. What are you doing? But yeah, the flowers are all doing really nice. So all the flowers are quite beautiful, man. Tulips, rhododendrons are busting out. She's put some lilies down, which are fucking just about to bust out. I'm gonna have to do another little video actually in the garden, just to show any flower lovers. It's looking beautiful, man. It is. It's looking really nice. She's done an amazing job of it, man. I'm trying to learn bits off her now as well.
Bubbles and squeak in one plant.
Oh, don't make me hungry, man. Oh, I've got ready-made food in there actually.
Rallye.
I'm good.
Eindeutig Rallye.
Made some badass burgers today. I've still got a bit of one left, and I've also got a bit of pasta left from yesterday. Some beautiful tomato and chili sauce I made. Probably go grab a microwave bowl full when we get to the Mainz. Underground, overground, wombling free, the wombles of Wimbledon, common are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folk leave behind. Oh. What did I tell you? Right, that's fucking it. The Wi-Fi's off. You bunch of fuckers. No, they're not having it, mate. You're not having it. I've told you, I've warned you. You can't put your phones on silent. You can't have the Wi-Fi. Make a complaint when you get back to the station if you want. This is a very stressful job, and your phones are putting me off. The toilet next. I'll turn the fucking toilet off next. I'll lock it up. You have to shit your pants. No, I better not do that, man. You don't want people shitting and pissing on your bus, huh?
Hauptstraße verschiedene Dorfrandstätten. Jetzt geht es weil Schnee sehen aber wir haben Winterreifen.
Hey. I can do that. Wrong one. No, that was it.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor Ort.
I don't speak German, so I let the fucking AI do the talking. Oh yeah, I saw that thing today, finally. I saw that what all that Wonka thing was about. That Glasgow Wonka thing. I'd heard like little bits about it, but I'd not seen anything. I saw a little 15-minute video on it today from some Australian news channel on YouTube. That shit was pretty funny, wasn't it? You gonna let me go? Nice one, brother. Big man things.
My cat Asher was being well cute.
Oh, it's ace when they do that. Oh, it's so cool when they do that, man.
Ich bekomme keine Verbindung zum WLAN.
Luna now, almost every single night, will come to me when I'm lying on the sofa. And she'll make me sort of move right to the back of it. And then she'll jump up and she'll just sit there for a full body massage for about half an hour. She wants to be tickled all over her belly, under her armpits, top of her head, under her chin, around the sides of her neck, rubbing her feet. She comes in every night for a full body massage, man. It's unbelievable. I'm waiting for Lucy to do the same. Lucy's not that comfortable yet. She'll sometimes roll on her back for a belly rub, but she don't like it for very long. Hey.
Ich bekomme keine Verbindung zum WLAN.
Alright, I know. Sorry, get your fucking Wi-Fi on. Get back on your porn sites, man. No jizzing on the seats.
I was driving and saw a roadrunner running through the desert.
Bro, I don't even know what a real roadrunner is. Are they like a big emu? I presume they're kind of like an emu or something. Or a kiwi. Beep, beep. I only know the cartoon. It used to be like one of my favourite cartoons when I was a very young child. Roadrunner, Mighty Mouse. They were probably my two favourite, Roadrunner and Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on his way. So let the trumpet players play. 'Cause Mighty Mouse is here today. Da-da-da-da. I need to take a rest. Let's pull off here. That's perfect timing. Meep meep.
That's cool. They are rather small but have LPNG pets and can fly.
Right.
Darum soll man sich also anschnallen.
They can fly? Why didn't the Roadrunner ever fly away from Wile E. Coyote? When he got on his big Acme rocket and that? Didn't fucking need to, did you really? To be fair, Wile E. Coyote done himself in every single time. Roadrunner didn't really even have to try. This weather's horrible, by the way. Should have put it on a clear day. We'll do the second run on a clear day. Right, everybody, I need to take a break. The boss has told me. I'll be back in a minute. Massive troll, bro. The OG troll. In order to take a break, the doors are... For fuck's sake. Why would you want your doors open to take a break? Everyone's going to get cold. So... Oh, I have to check the tickets again, I forgot. Oh, fuck taking a break next time, man. I'll push through it. Push through it. Everybody on? Nobody got left at the services. Wouldn't want to leave anybody in the pooper or on the fruit machines. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Everybody's on. Beautiful. Let's go. Yo, Liam, and maybe Whisper if you're still there. And Grand Sovereign as well, I don't know. I don't really know what your film tastes are like, Grand Sovereign. I've never talked to you about film before. Have any of you seen a film called... The Master, with Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman and Amy Adams, three of my favourite fucking actors. I didn't even know this film existed, and it's Paul Thomas Anderson. I like him. I learned about it today. I haven't watched it, but if any of you have seen it. You're going to freeze your tits off, you two. What are you doing out there, you crazy buggers? Look at this weather, man. This ain't nice, is it? I'm not going to see much scenery. Yeah, fuck this.
I don't think so.
No, I hadn't even heard of it, mate. I saw the trailer, thought I've got to watch this film. It looks fucking amazing. How do you do it? I don't think you can do it halfway through a journey. I'm not sure. I don't think you can change the weather halfway through. Shit. We're gonna have to deal with it, man. I'm a bit pissed off though, because the scenery's good on this journey, man. Let me just see. Settings. No weather settings there. Can we change it to mile an hour, by the way? Can't, can we? That's a bit of a bummer. Damn it, we're going to have to wait for the next run. It's a shame, the weather sucks. I just wanted to see what the snow looked like there. It does look pretty good, to be honest. The fog's pretty good too. Well, at the expense of the scenery, unfortunately. Do the next run in current time, April, May.
I haven't seen it, but I heard The Menu was a good film. Ralph Fiennes is a chef.
Oh, I think I've heard of that one. I saw a trailer today. It got recommended to me right after I watched that fucking trailer for The Master. A film I love, man, called Tree of Life, Terrence Malick. I need to watch it again. I mean, it's more than a film, man. It's a piece of art. It's fucking beautiful. If you've never seen that one, Tree of Life. One of them films that reminds you how lucky we are to just be alive, like, and experienced life. Brad Pitt, probably the best Brad Pitt film. Sean Penn as well. Who else is in it? Sean Penn, Brad Pitt. Can't remember. Yeah, that's what it was. I was watching a Louis C.K. clip. I didn't know Louis C.K. was so into movies, and he's done loads of sort of analysis on them. There's loads on YouTube. He goes around and talks about them loads, and he was talking about how if you want to see Joaquin Phoenix do the Joker performance but less forced, then watch this film, The Master, because it's kind of taken. Apparently, when the Joker came out, everyone was comparing his performance in Joker to the performance in this film called The Master. It's weather, bro. I'm actually annoyed that I've chosen this weather. I can't see a goddamn thing. Fucking imbecile. Joaquin Phoenix film where he's like a hitman. That one was really good. He has to go save this little girl. Is it Call Me By... No, not Call Me By My Name. That's something different. Something with name in the title, I think. I think he's probably the best male living actor, isn't he, Joaquin? I can't say best living actor because for me it's still fucking Isabelle Huppert. I don't think anybody is better than Isabelle Huppert. But I think he's probably the best male living actor today. Oh fuck me! Yeah. If he's not the best, he's well up there, like. Obviously, people would have said Philip Seymour Hoffman when they were both making that film. That's why I need to see it, because two absolute powerhouses of actors. That other guy's in it as well, who I think's pretty good. Matt Damon from Wish. I can't remember what his name is. It looks like Matt Damon's been smashed into Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think he played in that Star Trek episode on Black Mirror, didn't he? Is it that guy? I still don't know his name. Fat Matt Damon. He's pretty good. So I need to check that film out, man.
Matt Damon. That's the perfect
Yeah, man. Matt Damon from Wish. To be honest, he's probably a better actor. But in terms of appearance, it's like Matt Damon, but he got squished up in the mail on the way over and that. Banged around in the back of the van. Big up that guy, man. Obviously, this ain't going to get back to him, but I feel a bit bad. But I'm going way too fast here. You're going to get clipped up for speeding in a minute. Come on, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. What's his name? Is it Aaron something? Does his name begin with A? I'm going to have to learn his name because I feel like I'm disrespecting him. This fog makes it look like one of them cheap simulator games that can't render anything in further than 50 feet in front of you, so they make everything foggy. Yeah, it's a bit tight. I'm going to take another break here if I can, just to try and move the weather on a little bit. Clear it up.
Tut mir leid, aber Sie fahren ja gar nicht in meine Richtung. Kein.
What did you say?
Ich fahre gar nicht mit. Kein Danke.
I swear she just said cunt. Rewind 10 seconds and listen to what she just said. She just called me a cunt 3 times.
Grüezi, bitte. Vielen Dank.
She went cunt. Because I wouldn't let her on, because she got the wrong damn ticket.
Hallo, vielen Dank.
Cheeky bitch.
Hallo, ciao. Auf geht's.
Keine Sorgen. Danke. Danke, kein Problem. Keine Sorgen. Danke. Die bitte?
Oh no, take a break. Oh, I can't take a break. Don't take away my breakaway. Don't take away my breakaway.
Can't.
Fancy choosing this weather, Roman. What are you doing? I thought I could change it now. I don't know why I thought that. 70 kilometers. That's not the final stop though. When's the final stop? That's to Mannheim, and then one. Okay, well, it won't be too far. It'll probably be another 20 minutes. Ow! The only one I know is the the O with the umlaut above it. Because of Mesut Ozil, I know you pronounce it not O or U. I know it's And I think it's the same with Martin Ødegaard, so I think it's the same in Norwegian. I think he's got an umlaut as well over there. No, he hasn't. He's got the O with the line through it, so I know the O with the line through it in Norwegian. It's the same sound as the O with the 2 dots above it in German. Ødegaard and Ozil. That's the only one I know how to pronounce with the thingies on them. That's looks like a summer line. That's the wrong time of year to be selling those clothes. Ah, there you go. We've got a scarf on that one. Oh, so stopped. Maybe it'll clear up a bit. Motor. Wait. They don't use one, do they? You just winded me up, aren't you? Because it's motor. I get you.
So different.
Time to play the game. It's all about the game. I play it, it's all about control, and if you can't take it, what about the game, and who's gonna play it? What about the game, and who's gonna take it? I am the brave. You don't want to take me. I am the game. The way you can play me. I am the game, and you can only play me. I am the game, and you will see me.
They use one artistically.
Really? Okay. I actually didn't know that. I'm not like, that's just not fallen into my brain. Have they got any Scandinavian links? Lemmy. As fucking Brummy, any Lemmy, I think. Is he a Brummy? I know he's from quite close to where I live. Like Slash as well from Guns N' Roses. Also from the West Midlands. Two rock legends.
He's from around that area.
Yeah, I think it's Birmingham, I think. I'm a Wolverhampton. Oh, well, this is brightened up a little bit so you can see a bit better, a bit further.
All British but just think they did it because it looked metal.
Yeah. Deep inside, I know you feel it too. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside. Wait, it started spotting. That's why I put them back on. Now it's gone again. There we go. Need a little button on my wheel for window wipers. Yeah, look, it's still dribbling. It's still spitting. Oh, we can deal with that. Shit. Shit. Sorry, everybody. Hold on to your hats. We're into a big city here. Mannheim. Quite a few passengers getting off here. Shit, the lights changed, I didn't realise. Sorry. Never mind. Driving like Limmy today. Normally try and play by the rules, but... Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking lane. God damn it. okay though? Fucking sun, put the blinds down. White light! White light! Oops. Hope nobody lost their luggage. Don't worry about it.
Hier ist... Danke sehr. Mahlzeit.
I glued it down before
Tut
we
mir leid,
left.
aber Sie fahren ja gar nicht in meine Sache.
Vielen Dank.
Mahlzeit. Vielen Dank.
Auf geht's. Jawohl.
Wohin fahren Sie nochmal?
Mahlzeit. Wohin fahren Sie nochmal? Ich bin hier ja total falsch.
That blind blocks my fucking left mirror. What's the point in that?
Darum soll man sich also anschnallen.
Ah, don't worry. Not seeing speed. Get off some of that, man. Yes, man. Too late to stop. Going too fast.
Making record time.
They'll have never got there quicker, man. Thought this was a bus, not a jet plane. Sorry. Light accident, yeah. Fucking hell. There's 4 dead people in that taxi. It's a light accident. Yeah, they're all dead. Rest in peace. Fucking sun, bro. I think we're going to turn out away from it, are we? Slightly. Yeah.
Accident as in walk towards the lamp.
Nice. Yeah, as in there's a light at the end of the damn tunnel. I can't see a damn thing. Okay. Beep beep. I drive the bus. What can we do with that flashing? Somebody behind me, that would be good. What's that? Does that mean snowfall? I think that means snowfall. You look like a snowflake. Early weather warnings. That castle up there on the hill. That's it. Ah! We're alright, we're alright, everyone's alright. You can drive up there. I don't think you can. Is that another police check? Roadworks. That's another police check, a second one. Hey, you lot better have your seatbelts on this time. I got done for 2 of you last time. There's the popo again, man. What the fuck? It's because I've been running them toll roads. They think I've got a load of illegals on or something like that. I've gone the wrong way. I've actually skipped it. What a diff. Be good if they chased you. They don't actually. I think you just get a little penalty, but fuck it, man. We don't have to stop this time. Forget the old bill, man. Yeah, we don't care about it, man. Fuck the police. NWA settings. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Frankfurt and Mainz, straight ahead. Jesus fucking Christ, that went tight very quickly. Yeah, hang on to your hats, everybody!
Sonntagsfahrer.
Sunday driver, it's Friday, mate. What are you talking about? Sunday driver means slow, you daft twat. That's an English phrase, surely. It means like driving really slow. I'm the opposite of a Sunday driver, man. I'm a Saturday night office tits on coke driver. So I tell you, a Sunday driver is usually like, oh, look at this slow bastard on his way to church or whatever, innit? On a country road. Oh, look at that. That looks nice there. The sun coming through that. Through those trees. Bathing us in a warm amber glow. Sun going down, is it? Yeah, it's 4 o'clock. Oh yeah, because we're playing in December. It's early sunset, I forgot. Early sunset, bro. Actually, mine's is our final destination though, isn't it? So we won't be have to do any nighttime driving. The second half of the run is actually the more picturesque anyway, so at least I'll change the weather back for the best part of the run. Grant Sorin, are you still there? Because if you are, we'll go and check out Bonn.
Hello, Luna, Lucy, Roman.
DNL, how you doing, man?
Everyone.
Luna's just up there having a sleep. Lucy's, I think, upstairs in bed. I'm great, thank you. Hope you're well, mate. I think she's up there. Yep, she's fast asleep with a little paws hanging over the edge. Come to me, come to me, come to me one more time.
Nice, you got the cabby flat hat. Very appropriate.
You know it, you know it. Your bus driver cap on. I need another one, you know, this one's a little bit tight, I'm going to have to get another one. What do you mean light accident? I didn't hit nothing. I didn't hit nothing.
Is everyone? I trust you're all well.
We're all great, mate. If you're talking to chat, I think they're all great as well. So I'll let them answer for themselves. But me, everyone in this house is fan-dabby-dozy. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is the last stop.
Da kann sich die Bahn echt mal...
The railway should take a leaf out of this book. Exactly, mate. I get you here early, brother. Not late like the trains. Listen, we might have had a bit of a bumpy ride, people. But you're here early. And everyone's alive. And... okay, maybe I stopped a bit too quick at one point. And you got splattered into that person. But apart from you two, everyone else is fine. Just you two being...
Send you a car door, so you can rest your arm on the edge while driving.
Yeah, I got it here, man. I got this. Why would you have a car door, bro? Are you like a... are you a... fucking hell, I almost forgot what you called them then. Are you a mechanic? Or a scrap dealer? Come to me, come to me, come to me all the time.
Do you have to break up fights among the riders?
No, unfortunately, there's not really much interaction. There's another game that I'm going to get, I think, if I see it really cheap on sale. It's on PS Plus Extra, actually, called Bus Simulator 21. That's a lot more involved. You have to take the money, tap the things into your little machine next to your driving wheel, give them the change. Sometimes they're playing loud music, you have to go tell them off, or you have to clean your bits of mess up off the bus afterwards and stuff. So that one's got a lot more interactivity with passengers. You can even play two-player on that one and have one player as the conductor while the other player drives the bus. But it's not as big a world, and it's not a real world. It's like a fictional little American city. And it's more like sort of an intercity rather than a cross-country like this one is. So I will try it at some point, but I don't think it's as good as this one. In general, it's not as good looking. It's not.
crisps from your cooler at exorbitant
I
prices.
think you can even do that. I think no, you can't sell snacks. You can do that on Tourist Bus Simulator, the other one I've got, that takes place on Fuerteventura. That one that one's got like a proper career mode. You build up your company, you buy buses, you hire drivers, you set routes up. I'll play a bit of that one day this week. They've just not patched it enough, so it still looks a bit dodgy. There's quite a lot of popping on it, and one thing I hate is fucking popping, and that's got quite a lot of it in. But it's still quite a good little game. It's just because it's on Fuerteventura. I don't like using the big buses on it. It's really fucking hard to drive them because all the roads are really tight. You can barely turn fucking corners with some of them. But I guess that makes it a bit of a challenge. So we're going to do, first of all, we're going to do route part 2.
Of the TV show Taxi LOL.
I never watched that. Something I never watched when I was a kid. We're thinking, what's his name, that Jim Carrey took on in Man of the Moon. What was his name, man? Not Andrew, Adam. I know what you mean anyway. The silly chap. I never seen a single episode of it. That film was great though, Man in the Moon. Jim Carrey. Actually, the documentary was great. I didn't see the film. I watched the fucking documentary about it, about the making of it. And Jim Carrey famously was in character for the whole thing, even offshoot, like when he was just wandering around the set and stuff. Who's that guy's name?
Andy Kaufman.
Thank you, Kaufman. Yeah, thank you. Right, so where does this one actually start? Rhine Valley. Does it start at Bonn? It starts here where we were. It actually does go to Bonn. So we're going to be visiting where Grand Soren has been. We could probably take this one out at Koblenz. And then we can just go straight up rather than coming off to Koblenz. I don't think you can take them off though, no. I'd have to do a whole new route. Let's just do it. So back, and that's on, and then up there to the top.
Are the cities realistic?
Yeah, they're very good, man. I mean, actually, if we don't want to do this, we could do Paris. Basically, they're 1/10 scale, and there's like bits in it. So there's like, you go under the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower's there. There's Place du Trocadero. I think this is the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. Then Notre Dame, Montparnasse, Notre Dame will be here, will it? I think this one's. Oh no, that's the Louvre. So this will be Notre Dame. Notre Dame. And the fucking
so cool.
The crazy roundabout there is mad. Because they all drive like Parisians as well. So all the big cities have got, well, even some of the smaller ones have got things you'll recognise in them. They've gone to them like and recreated some of them. There's also Denmark. If you look over there to the right, that big space, there's a Denmark DLC, but it's 20 quid. I'm not paying that for it. And the Poland DLC.
Drive up to your own house, LOL.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's not a UK one yet. I don't know why, because they've done Denmark, and the next one to come is Poland. So come on, man, get the UK on there, bro. Let us drive under the Channel Tunnel and that'd be fucking sick.
Have you been to Amsterdam?
In the game, I think we went there the other day. I think it was one of the ones I unlocked. If you not yesterday's, or not the last stream I did on it, the one that crashed. The one before that, I think I ended up at Amsterdam on that because I hadn't unlocked it yet, and I unlocked it that day. So if we look here, hang on, let's see what I've not unlocked. Let me go back to main menu. My right foot is freezing. It's because that fan's on the fucking. Let me just take my slippers off and put my trainers on. My slippers are too thin.
What's WB?
There you go, DL, just for you, just show you a bit of the loon. Bit of lunar love for you, man. What's WB? I think it's welcome back. But you were here before him, so... I'll be well bred. You've been fucking today, Liam. Well bred, Liam. Well bred.
Yes, Roman is correct.
He might be a... What a bitch. Liam. What a bitch, Liam, man.
That's a cool cat climber.
It is. We're going to get another one, I think, for the hallway. Right, so yeah, what do I do here? What am I doing here? I need to go on a new route. If anyone wants to go anywhere in particular, hey, I'm here for it. So you can choose if you want where you want me to go, where you want me to go to. I think the only thing I've not unlocked right now, by the way, is just the middle of Germany. See these here, this one, Mönchengladbach, Duisburg, Essen. So these just really close to each other. I think I've driven everywhere else. There's a few here as well in the middle. Wiesbaden. Oh, there's quite a few in the middle of Germany. I need to do some intercity stuff there to get those. I wish I'd named my...
Into the unknown.
We could do, but I think it'd just be boring because it's all just intercity stuff. Let's do a Paris run, man. Let's go from Paris... Oh, we can go here. Look, I've not unlocked Lille. Let's do Paris to Lille. And then... Where's that Bonn place that I was going to go to? There it is. We can go Paris to Lille and then finish in Bonn. Or we can go Paris to Lille and Amsterdam. Should we do that? Paris to Lille to Amsterdam. Are there any tourist things in Amsterdam? There's not. What about Brussels? What's in Brussels? Not there either. Right, Paris. Let's unlock Lille. And then we'll finish in the Dam, man, for a Jeef. Maybe we'll see some ocean. Maybe. We'll be going past Rotterdam. How long's that? 656k. It's a pretty long drive. Probably take an hour and a half or something, so. What time is it now? 1:30. That'll take, yeah, that'll be it for the night after that one. Okay, that's off the map. Save. Paris, put Mayo to Amsterdam. And then go up and down and then next. Now change the date to, let's just go May 1st because I don't know what date it is today. I know it's April the 20-something. It's April the 28th. We'll set off at 9 in the morning. Weather, let's have fine. Let's have nice weather. Actually, I don't mind if it rains. Because it won't snow now at least. It shouldn't be foggy either. So, okay. We'll go in this bus just because I'm used to it. Okay. We need ETS, man. We need ETS on console. I'd fucking love that. Or ATS, American Truck Simulator, or Euro Truck Simulator. I'd love them both. It'd be so cool. Liechtenstein does not exist. It cannot hurt you. Unknown therapist. I don't know if that's a little dig at Liechtenstein there from the makers of the game.
As far as I know, there is nothing to the west of France.
Bro, you're still here. I thought you'd gone. I was going to go to Bonn. I asked. I said, Grand Sovereign, are you still here? I've actually already been there. Grand Sovereign, if you're still here at the end of this journey, shout me out in the chat and we'll go to Bonn. Or next time I'm on it, if not, if you fall asleep tonight or whatever. Next time I'm on it. How'd you get this? Oh, I did this the other day. It's right behind me, innit? I remember I drove all the way down there the other day, but... Okay, it's not right behind me. That's neutral. Paris is fun to come out of. Just because the traffic's wild and there's lots to see. You go through the Arc de Triomphe and around the roundabout. Although some bits sometimes don't load in like that there on the left. There we go. It just loaded in there. So you should already be able to see the tower just over there. Right in the corner behind that tree. I think that big building next to it might be La Défense, but I'm not sure. There's another building I think might be La Défense. There's a ballet recital at the Théâtre. Yo, the thing's changed fucking every time it does this. Hang on. Triangle X. So it resets every bloody time, man. It's so annoying. La mer, run beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. I'll be waiting. The light's got a bit crazy there because of the trees, I think. There's a few little glitches still need ironing out in this game. I feel like I should have some Jan Tiersen playing in the background. Shall we? Shall we have some Jan Tiersen? A bit of French flavour. The Amélie soundtrack. Come on, man! I'm not monetised. We don't care about copyright. Let's get it played. The Amélie soundtrack, man. I love it. Let me know though if it's too loud, okay?
Shoot it, but that Dragon's Dogma 2 player is confused.
I did a shout out, but that Dragon's Dogma 2 player is confused. Is that too loud? Liam, help me out with the sound mix, bro, or DNL. One of you help me out with the audio mix. I think this is my most listened to soundtrack ever, probably. This or the Rocky films. too far ahead. Somebody let me know, is the music too loud? I've got no way of monitoring it. It's that loud you can't fucking hear me. Oh shit, sorry bruv! Turn it off man, maybe it's that loud that you couldn't even hear me asking you. Rewind it, that's the best thing doing. You couldn't even hear it. Yeah, I ain't got that kind of setup, man. I need a professional setup for that kind of stuff. I'm on the wrong plane. Very quiet, it's usually a lot busier than this. Makes me want to go back, man. It makes me want to go back. I miss it. I wish Montmartre was on this game. That's where I'd start from every damn time if it was. See, this one might be ladder fun. See here, this big one. I think it's the other one though. Paris is quiet, man. The streets are normally way busier than this. The time is only 9 in the morning, isn't it? Oh, here we go, here we go. What are you doing, mate? Oh, he's actually supposed to stop. I didn't see that light then. Oh, he just stopped randomly. He has actually got a red light.
Do you know what I loathe?
What do you loathe, Whisper?
Writer's block.
Yes. Well, what techniques have you got to fix it?
I'm stuck. not sleepy, yet my stamina to complete a scene isn't there. Hate it.
Put it away. Forget about it. It's the best thing. Don't force it. Never try and force it, brother. Put it away. Do something else. Maybe even start a fresh one. And as you're writing that, maybe something will come to you to carry on with your new one. You could try, what do they call it? Thought clouds? Or what's the other word for that? What's the other word for that? There's another word for that, a more famous fucking word.
Suppose you're right. When the mind roams in different things, you get your
100%, man. Forget about it. Do something different. Go out and write a poem or something, or just a little short story, or just come up with a character even. Just try and design a character. Anything. But don't try and force what you're doing. You'll either end up unsatisfied and frustrated, or what will come won't be satisfactory to you. Watch your toes, people. Merci. Holy shit, man. How many of you are getting on?
Sully, auf geht's.
Salut.
Hallo? Ich benötige noch ein Ticket.
Ciao. Mahlzeit, vielen Dank.
Danke.
Cool. Ciao.
Yeah, in a minute. I'll do you later.
Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
Nice screen.
Hi, auf geht's.
Hello.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Hi.
Ciao. Fritz, danke sehr.
Vielen Dank.
Right, where you want to go?
Hallo, ich würde gerne ein Ticket kaufen.
Amsterdam, all the way, huh? Let's go.
Sehr freundlich.
Hallo? Könnte ich bitte ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen? Vielen Dank.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven Online-Angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich wollen wir unseren Service ständig weiter verbessern. Für Feedback zu eurer Fahrt nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some information about the journey.
Seatbelts
The
are
wearing of
compulsory.
seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
Check out X. It's not an X-Corsis movie, really.
I think...
More a detective movie. Grinning cat.
You know what? What has it got a subtitle to it? Is it called Exorcist 3 something? Because isn't that the one that Mark Commode really likes? Like, Mark Commode fucking loves the first Exorcist. Like, it's his favourite film, I think. He's talked about it so much, made a documentary about it and everything. I've spoken to, yeah, I think I've heard Commode talk about this before. Let me find out, man. Commode Exorcist 3. There we go. Thankfully, I didn't. Shit! No, right, stop the brake! Oh, Whisper, what are you doing to me, brother? What are you doing to me?
RLN talk about it and after seeing that talk.
I don't like them guys, man. I don't like them Red Letter Media guys. I don't like any of them. I've tried them a couple of times. Tried them a couple of times, man. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I don't think they're funny. I don't think they're interesting. Commode Uncut, Legion and Exorcist 3. Let's listen to what he says about it. Let me know if you can hear it. He's not started talking yet. Hang on.
Times about the original cut of William Peter Blatty's film released as The Exorcist 3. And I said for a long time that actually when that film was first made it wasn't intended to have all the special effects that it's now got at the end of the exorcism. In fact, the original version of that film was a much more low-key sort of theological thriller that I had sort of seen in William Peter Blatty's house. He sat there once with some videotape sort of reconstructing for me what the film had originally looked like before the studio got a hold of it and said, no, it's got to be The Exorcist 3 and it's got to have an exorcism. So the version was finally released, although it's a very interesting film, has got a big exorcism at the ending that pays absolutely no attention to what's gone before. Famously, George C. Scott apparently once said they didn't think the studio would be happy unless Madonna turned up and sang a song at the end. Well, now, finally, we have something that approaches a director's cut of Exorcist 3, or as it should more probably be called, Legion. This has just come out in the United States. It's a special collector's edition version of Exorcist 3 put together by Shout Factory, and it includes a new transfer of the theatrical version.
Warum soll man sich also anschnallen?
A reassembly of Blatty's original vision. Now, I was kind of peripherally involved in this. Originally, when they were looking around for the footage from the first shoot, they got in touch with me because I had edited the original script
knew he had connections.
And the two scripts have been put together, Exorcist and Legion, to show what Blatty had originally intended for Legion, which was a sequel to The Exorcist, but didn't have an exorcism in it. So they used this script as a sort of blueprint for reconstructing the film. Unfortunately, most of the 35mm film couldn't be found. What they did manage to find, however, was a lot of videotape material dated stuff from the original shoot, in which the entire role of Patient X, which in the released version is fulfilled both by Brad Dourif and by Jason entirely by Brad Dourif. And they put together a really complicated and interesting patchwork that shows you what the film would have looked like if Blatty had completed it the way he wanted it. If you've ever seen the reconstructed version of Star is Born, in which there are whole sections in which you just get stills and some soundtrack, you kind of get an idea of what's happening here. So it's not a director's cut in as much as the film is very much a patchwork. But what it is an indication of what Blatty was trying to do when he started the film. Now, it's absolutely true that Blatty oversaw the final released version of Exorcist 3, and many people still think that the version with the exorcism and all the special effects is probably the superior version. I disagree. I still think that that original version would have been something very special. Would it have been successful? Probably not. Would it have baffled audiences? Quite possibly. Should it ever have had the title Exorcist in it? I don't think so. What I do think is that if you're a fan of Blatty's writing, if you like Legion the novel as much as I did, if you enjoyed the Ninth Configuration, which still for me is perhaps his finest work, then it's really worth looking at this new assembly of the original cut of Legion, which became Exorcist 3. Brad Dourif's performance is better in that original than it is in the theatrical release version. And more importantly, it shows you that a film is best seen in the format it was originally intended to be made in. Now, Terry Gilliam once quoted to me that story. A camel is a horse designed by a committee. It's probably true that Legion was never going to be a thoroughbred racehorse that was going to tear away at the box office. But what it is, and what you can see from this version, finally, is that it was something very strange, very peculiar, and really rather wonderful.
So is that the version you've seen, the recut one?
It's important you must get them to do that.
Sorry, Whisper, so is that the version you've seen, the one he's talking about, the recut, sort of... I presume that's Legion, is it? Is the uncut, the theatrical release just called Exorcist 3, and this recut one is called Legion, yeah? It sounds quite confusing. I'll look into it a bit more. I've not watched any Commode for so long, you know.
Netflix version, don't know which one it is.
I wonder what he said about the new Exorcist. Let's have a look.
8 minutes to talk about The Exorcist Believer, starting now. One of the problems with all the Exorcist spin-offs, with the exception of Exorcist 3, which was by William Peter Blatty, is that they have completely misunderstood the original. So the message of the original, amongst the many messages, it's not about the girl, it's about everybody else in the house, it's about the priest. Also, message of the original, you don't tell the audience what the message of the original is, they have to feel it. That's kind of essential to the thing. So, Exorcist 2. Worst movie ever made. It is all about the girl. Let's spit a leopard and get on the back of a locust and fly to Africa. Exorcist Dominion, the most boring movie ever made, featuring a lengthy sequence in which someone sits down and explains the plot of the entire movie, which was so boring that after Morgan Freeman made it, they dropped the whole movie.
Mark Commode, Britain's finest. That's Mark Commode, bro. If you don't know him, you need to know him. He first came to my attention when I was a teenager, late night on Channel 4. He used to have these little cult, used to show cult movies, and he'd do like a little talk before it. He famously worked very hard against the BBFC to get The Last House on the Left released uncut. Wes Craven's Last House on the Left. Him and his wife actually did a lot of work for Video Nasties, not against them, because there was a lot of political stuff going on to get Video Nasties sort of banned, right? Evil Dead, all that malarkey. Very intelligent bloke, great fucking books. My favourite film critic because his tastes align best with mine. Had a great Radio 1, the most popular sort of film critic show in the country on Radio 1 every Friday with Simon Mayo. But they now do their own thing. They're not on the BBC, on the radio anymore, I don't think. So yeah, just look up Commode and Mayo on YouTube, bro. There's fucking Commodian rants. He's famous for his Commodian rants. So like, if you want to have a good giggle, go and watch, like, I don't know, his reviews of Transformers, things like that, right? But for me, he's peerless in terms of film knowledge and critique, like, and he's not too artsy-fartsy. He can speak artsy-fartsy, but he judges every film on its own merits, basically. He's really good at doing that. So he won't just say something's wank because it's like a pop film that shouldn't be aimed at him, sort of thing. Anyway, Commode's the man. The best.
And decided to start again with a different director.
He's also a fucking, what do you call that music man? Like the flick hair he's got. You'll see him. I don't know what. He's also a musician as well.
And then made Exorcist: The Beginning, which is the stupidest movie ever made, which climaxes in an all-singing, all-dancing, all-spider-walking sequence, literally featuring hits on 45-style vocal samples from the original Exorcist, while somebody crawls around the inside of a cave and shouts them.
Kermode.
Now we have this, The Exorcist Believer from David Gordon Green, which, you know, it would like us to see it as a requel, you know, a reboot sequel to The Exorcist from the makers of the Halloween series. If you remember, we liked the new Halloween, and then we didn't. This is in fact better seen as a requel from the director of Pineapple Express and Your Highness, although I should say it is less funny and indeed less scary than either of those movies. It is not good. The story is this. Following an earthquake in Port-au-Prince, Victor, played by Leslie Odom Jr., has to decide between saving his wife and his baby. 13 years later, he lives with his daughter Angela. She misses her mum, and one evening she sneaks off into the woods with her friend Catherine. They have candles, they have a picture of the mum, they have a medallion, and they do a seance-y type thing. They then disappear for 3 days. When they turn up, they're found in a barn, but they don't remember anything. They seem to be okay, but then they start behaving weirdly, particularly in church.
In church, there's a small girl walking down the aisle, and she's got
lots of trailer, basically. It's wine.
Is it wine?
Yeah. So, Catherine's mum is a Christian and believes in possession. Anne Dowd is a medic with a not-so-secret past, who, about which Angela, the other girl, knows, in the same way that Reagan knew about Father Karras' mother. She gives Victor a book, which is a book written by Chris McNeil, right? The mother of Reagan McNeil, called A Mother's Explanation, which is an account of her daughter's possession. Well, first point, Chris McNeil would not have written a book about her mother's possession. One of the key things about the first film is that they are trying to keep everything secret, and as in the Source case, the 1949 Mount Rainier case, they don't want any publicity. Oh, anyway, it turns out that as a result of writing the book, Reagan has gone into hiding and no longer speaks to her mother. Well, there's a shock. In the book, Victor reads a thing which says that on the body of Reagan during this possession appeared the words, help me. Note to writers, in the original film, it is explicitly made clear that Chris does not know that that writing appears on her daughter's body because Sharon actually says to Karras, I didn't want Chris to see this. Also note to writers, turning Ellen Burstyn into a Basil exposition character who just gets to read huge screeds of explanatory dialogue is not the best use of Ellen Burstyn. Originally,
they brought her back.
The original specifically avoided any explanation. This explains everything for the Heart of Thinking. Even worse, Chris, who has seen 2 priests die while trying to perform an exorcism in the first film, now is brought out of retirement, and seriously, love Ellen Burstyn, and I hope that she has done wonderful things with the money they paid her for doing this. Turns up and decides to have a go, and the result is one of the film's touchstone stupid scenes in which the most notoriously shocking scene from the original Exorcist is turned into a stabby Punch and Judy pantomime, which at least means that Burstyn won't have to witness anything further and gets to have a bit of a lie down. Everything then goes completely formulaic. Heads get turned, vomit gets spewed, bodies get levitated. We move towards an Avengers Assemble finale in which everyone decides to have a go. At one point, Anne Dowd actually says, I live in the name of Jesus, I'll give it everything I've got. And everyone goes, that sounds like a good idea. Elsewhere, somebody else declares, This is putrid, which I have to say I did laugh at that. And then somebody else explains it's vapor from inside them. They're at a critical temperature. It's the start of an eruption, so the girls have now turned into boiling kettles. Despite the absolute stupidity of it all, it is staggeringly dull. It's hard not to compare it to the original because every other shot is a direct shot quote from the original. So, opens with dogs fighting. Oh yeah, like the dogs in Iraq. Angela stealing bacon from her father's plate. Oh, it's like Reagan stealing the cookies from the jar. Victor telling Angela, oh, you're very mature. Oh, like Chris McNeil told Reagan, you look so mature. The scene in the boxing club when he's hitting the punch bag, like Damien Karras. The eerie lights going on and off in the house, like in the McNeil house. A shot of a light in the window, like the poster from the original. The medical examination, in which is horrible, and the doctor say you're going to feel something cold and there'll be a bit of
I don't think you liked it, Whisper.
the same. The injection with the sedative, the demonic flash face, although this time the demonic flash face actually looks like the Marilyn Manson character from The Nun. Catherine wearing a blue dress like some kind of Reagan cosplay at a Halloween party. The terrible Mercedes McCambridge demon voice. I mean, at least Colleen Dewhurst did a better job for it in Exorcist 3. Warner's, when the original came out, sued the makers of Abbey, which got pulled from studios, which was a kind of like blaxploitation film which they said was ripped off of The Exorcist. They also sued the makers of Behind the Door, which is a US-Italian co-production, which they said was a rip-off of The Exorcist. Both of those movies are more accomplished than The Exorcist Believer. Roger Ebert, reviewing Beyond the Door, said, it's all trash, but it's scary trash. This is just trash. It is not scary at all. On the subject of which there's a Turkish exorcist called Satan, which I think actually fundamentally understands the original movie better than this does. And when I was in that chip shop near you, which is run by a Turkish family, the guy that told me it's not pronounced Satan, it's pronounced Shaitan. And I said, okay, and never was something, more correctly done. It is apparently the beginning of a trilogy, after which... Is that a trilogy? Yes. It's the Elvis trilogy, after which we have Exorcist Deceiver, presumably followed in the third case by Exorcist A Sleeper. It is a movie made by people who have seen the original but have not seen the original. They've watched it but they haven't understood it. They have quoted it without ever taking on board any of what it meant. The film has nothing to do with The Exorcist other than its original title, and I have to say, I mean, as I said, Burstyn, I really, really hope that Burstyn takes the money that she got from this and gets something wonderful out of it. It is, okay, fine, that's the end of that. It is dumb, boring, just, it's as bad as it could have been, and then some, and it's so dull.
What's the best bit about it?
It ends. If you want a sequel to The Exorcist, go and look at the reconstructed Legion, which is on the Blu-ray of Exorcist 3. As for Exorcist the Believer,
listen,
stop Exorcist 2 the Heretic.
What's the best bit about it?
It ends. If you want a sequel to The Exorcist, go and look at the reconstructed Legion, which is on the Blu-ray of Exorcist 3. As for Exorcist the Believer, it starts out as Exorcist 2 the Heretic.
Yo, Commode's on your side, bro. Did you hear that, Whisper? This is a recording, dude.
William Friedkin about it. It ends. If you want a sequel to The Exorcist, go and look at the reconstructed Legion, which is on the Blu-ray of Exorcist 3. As for Exorcist the Believer, it starts out as Exorcist 2 the Heretic, which William Friedkin famously called the Hairy Tick and said was the product of a demented mind. Then it goes a bit empty Event Horizon as they all go to hell and then bring something back. Then it turns into utterly silly Sophie's Choice for reasons which totally failed it before finally becoming even more rubbish Repossessed. Thanks very much for watching this video.
Like I say, he's I think he's pretty good friends with William Friedkin. He did a documentary with him and stuff. One thing you love about Commode, actually, before you watch any of the film stuff, I'd forgotten about this. He and Simon Mayo and the BBC put on a fucking James. It was probably 5, might even be 10 years ago now. They put on a James Bond concert with the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra. And some guests, like guest singers and stuff like that, put their own spin on like loads of the Bond theme songs. I think it's all on YouTube. I think you can watch it on YouTube. I'm not sure. Let me have a quick look. Commode, Mayo, Bond concert.
Sounds fun.
Commode Uncut Orchestral Maneuvers. That wasn't it. They did a big fucking James Bond. It might not be on YouTube because you might have to pay for it or something. Let me Google it. What it was called. Or you'll just Google that, Whisper. You'll be able to find it yourself, mate. But yeah, listen. My favourite film critic by a mile. You know what? You don't want to listen to me, man. Let me do some of Commode's Let me do some of Commode's best. Let's go on some Commodian rants, man. Commodian rant. I think there's an actual playlist of them. Mark Commode rants. 504 videos, bro. He's been at it a while. What should we go for? Let's have a look what we got. Let me see if I can remember some funny ones. He's been doing it over 12, 14 years. These go back, man. What about Revolver? Did you like Revolver? Let's see what he said about Terminator Salvation.
Well, let's destroy any tension by starting off by saying that it is life-threateningly dull. Terminator is one of those classic things. Terminator 1 good, Terminator 2 better, Terminator 3 worse. Although I have to say Terminator 3 wasn't anything like as bad as it could have been. It's the old Godfather thing.
Is the volume still too low?
Better, 3
and going down, wasn't it 18, 15, 12?
Yeah, exactly. 18, 15, 12, which means in theory there should have been a PG. No, but it's a 12 certificate movie, and it exists, solely because the money says it has to. At the end of Terminator 3, the whole deal was, Terminator 1. The Terminator is a killing machine. Terminator 2, he's a conflicted killing machine who turns out to be a dad machine. In Terminator 3, everyone's a machine. Terminator 4, directed by McGee, the film is a machine. Now, if you cast your mind back to 5-6 months ago when there was the Christian Bale outburst, do you remember all this? It was all over the news and YouTube. The Christian Bale was on set doing a scene, and the lighting cameraman had moved some lights around whilst he was doing it, and he went mad, and he went into this great long rant about, how dare you do this, I'm acting at it. And of course, being Christian Bale, he did it in character, in accent, because Christian Bale's accent is not actually American, but he does things once he's doing a character, he stays in that accent. So he had a complete sort of ranting fit, but with an American accent. And Michael Winner was on the radio. He was one of the very few people defending him, saying, if that had happened on my set, I would have done exactly the same thing, because when an actor is in the zone, when they're doing it, it's his scene, it's his big moment, blah blah blah, of course they're going to get worked up, because they're like De Niro, they're thinking into the role. There was also an interview with the producer of Terminator Salvation, who said that Christian Bale didn't want to come on board originally because he didn't want to just make an action movie. He didn't want to just do that because, he'd done The Dark Knight, and he's an intelligent guy. He's a very, very smart, if rather intense, young man. So all these indicators are, it's not just going to be a stupid action movie, because obviously he didn't want to do a stupid action movie. Plus, he was so involved in the role that when somebody moved a light around, he went completely mad. So before we get to the review, here is a clip. The plot is, remember the end of Terminator 3? Well, everything got wiped out. This is now Terminator Salvation. It's the bit that you see briefly in the Cameron movies when the machines have taken over, but there's a resistance, and the whole world is post-apocalyptic. And this is the voice that Christian Bale will do for every line in the film, whether he is ordering an attack or ordering some milk.
This is John Connor. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance. Listen carefully. If we attack tonight, our humanity is lost. Command wants us to fight like machines. They want us to make cold, calculated decisions. But we are not machines. And if we behave like them, then what is the point in winning? Command is going to ask you to attack Skynet. I am asking you not to. If even one bomb drops on Skynet before sunrise, our future will be lost. So please, stand down. Give me the time to protect our future that all of us are fighting for. This is John Connor. And he does the whole film. That's like that. Occasionally he gets a bit louder, and then he gets a bit quieter. With the whole film.
No, I can cope with that. Batman speaks in that kind of voice.
Okay, I think everyone thinks that in Dark Knight the Batman voice was a problem, because in Dark Knight they made the decision that somehow when he was being Bruce Wayne, he talked like, Christian Bale with an American accent, but when he was being Batman, he talked like that. He talked like, somebody who had...
almost Yorkshire.
That's where he came from. But in this, there's a really weird thing that he's obviously gone into character, and he's decided that the character of John Connor will just deliver every line in that voice. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking, why would Christian Bale be in a Terminator when he himself has said nobody thinks that Terminator 3 is the best Terminator movie, so why do we need another one? I don't want to be in just an action movie, and of course the film is directed by McGee. McGee, who's famous for directing the 2 Charlie's Angels movies. And he's famous for having said in the I brought this in, I'm not making it up. Said in the paper over the weekend, this is McGee. This will be a Guardian supplement, of course, which will surprise nobody. No, but I just so I'm not making it up. I was headbutted by Bill Murray. I mean, that, in a way, is the review of the film, right? McGee is a director who was headbutted by Bill Murray. I mean, I can't imagine a circumstance under which you could actually get Bill Murray to headbutt somebody, but McGee managed to do it now. McGee's entire...
Stop that now.
No, I can't, because that's his name.
Yes,
okay?
Just say it.
No, and he has said, one of the reasons people don't like me is because I'm called McGee. You go, no, you know what? There are so many reasons not to like you, and the fact that you're called McGee is actually the least of them. The reason people don't like you is you can't make films. Right? Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle are like, let's play dress up, and you can all watch, and everything's got to cut every other second because there's no substance to it. And in fact, I'm an advertising commercials television director who just happens to have landed on a movie set and been given this great big dressing up box to throw at the cinema screen. And I remember sitting there watching Charlie's Angels and starting to get sort of mild palpitations, irritated. This was the way cinema was going. In the middle of Terminator Salvation, the only 2 things that kept me going through it, because it's so crushingly dull. I mean, it's explosions and crashes and hitting and shooting and hitting and shooting and shouting and explosions and crashes and hitting and shooting, and it just goes on and on and on. And the only 2 things that kept me sane were, why did Christian Bale do it? Right? The money? He just did Dark Knight, which is one of the biggest selling movies of all time. And secondly, why on earth is it that anyone would sign up to a movie that was directed by McGee when it is clear from his past track record, 1, he can't direct films, 2, his sets descend into, outright aggression, 3, the script wasn't the script that he wanted to do in the first place because it was just an action movie. He wasn't sure which character he wanted to do. And 4, that it was entirely the kind of situation in which he was suddenly going to walk on set one day. And here's what I think happened with the lighting thing, right? I think Christian Bale was on set and somebody moved a light in the and he just suddenly went, I've woken up. I'm in a movie directed by McGee. I'm in Charlie's Angels 3. 1 minute I was considered to be one of the great acting talents of the generation. I've suddenly, it's like that thing you wake up naked in your maths exam. Everyone has that, right? Maybe not you, maybe just me. But everyone else has some, dream when you suddenly wake up, how did I get here? And I think that's what happened. I think Christian Bale literally woke up on set one day and went, I'm being directed by McGee. And that knowledge of thinking, because I guarantee he knows not only that the film is rubbish, but that he is absolutely rubbish in it. And the only thing that kept me, that helped me, this is the 5th point, or is it still on the end, was looking at the face of Christian Bale and thinking, around the explosions and all the rest of it, I can see that look of absolute panic when somebody realizes they're doing something that they really shouldn't be doing. A final point. The film is directed... This is the final point. Dedicated to the memory of Stan Winston. If you want to honor the memory of Stan Winston, go and hire Vengeance the Demon, a.k.a. Pumpkinhead.
Now, if you want to come to Cineworld in Edinburgh on the 19th of June as part of the Edinburgh Film Festival, we're doing a live show from there. Your last chance for tickets is the last batch, which is being made available now. This moment, this second. If you'd like tickets, you go to... now, just check that website. Tell us something that's new. Is there that robot movie?
Well,
McGee!
I mean, let's
you did it last week?
Yeah, so we previewed it last week, and we'll just revisit.
Is there a difference between your preview and your review?
No, not really. Should we have a clip? This is what the thing that they do in the Transformers movies is every now and then, amidst the carnage porn, you get actors doing some stuff. So in this case, John Turturro, he gone. So now we have Stanley Tucci and Kelsey Grammer doing the actorly bits. Here's one of the clips from the movie that doesn't involve cars hitting each other.
Mr. Yeager, who do you think I work for? You're trying to protect your family. That's admirable. I'm trying to defend the nation from alien war. We've had a taste of what that looks like, and we are not going to tolerate another. Now, there is a version of this conversation where you get to go back to your barn. What's the other version? What's your version?
An exceptionally long and arduous task or activity, and that is clearly the version which applies to Transformers Age of Extinction. It is
unbelievably long, 166 minutes, although there's another film out this week which is exactly the same length, and the time just flies by. So it does go to show that it's not an empirical thing. Length does matter, but it's a question of in what way you use the length of the movie, in which way you use 166 minutes. It seems to me that Michael Bay is using 166 minutes to say, my movie is longer than your movie, it's louder than your movie, it's on a bigger screen than your movie, it's opening in more screens than your movie. And we've just had a press release which came out yesterday, Hollywood, California. Paramount Pictures' Transformers Age of Extinction, the fourth film in blah 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 blah, is now the highest grossing film in China, earning $225.1 million in just 12 days of release, surpassing the prior record holder Avatar. So it is more Mora than anything ever.
And was that in capital letters?
Yeah. You have a look. You have a look at the press release. So that's
underlined.
Yeah. So it's taken a whole bunch of money, and that's absolutely fine. And it is longer than other people's movies, and it is louder than other people's movies, and it is bigger than other people's movies. This is also more boring than other people's movies. The action sequences are stunningly incoherent, despite the marginal, the kind of incremental slowing down in the editing time, which is what Michael Bay seems to think that epic is. You cut slightly slower, but it's still absolutely. Just his storytelling is monstrous. All the attitudes towards race and gender are all completely unchanged as before, as we discussed before. Endless discussions about the fact that the central character is a minor, and the shorts she wears are too short, and to demonstrate it, the camera keeps looking at her from very low angles and saying, "Wow, those shorts are a bit short." And then there's this unbelievably inappropriate joke about statutory rape laws, and then this. I mean, it's just all the Michael Bay stuff turned up to 20 stupid and more and more and more and more, and it is just like being crushed by the sheer weight of the movie. I think the one thing that I would say is it surprises me that over the course of all the films, Bay actually hasn't developed in any way at all. And I think that part of the reason for that is that he made Pain and Gain, which he considered to be his art house project. He showed us his soul. Everyone went, blimey, I don't want to see that again. So he went, okay, fine. What you want is stupid, I'll give you stupid. And I do think he is the angel of destruction sent to destroy cinema with his flaming sword of corpulent rubbish. I think he is.
Is that a thing, by the way? Can I buy that later in a toy store?
Yeah, and if you wait till after Christmas, it'll be cheaper. They would have sold other ones. I do think that what he's doing is, just kind of laying waste cinema by reducing everything to, it's not so much the lowest common denominator as the loudest common denominator. I mean, that's what he's doing. He is a loudest common denominator filmmaker. It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're doing it louder and longer and bigger than everybody else. And it doesn't surprise me that the movie is taking money because, like any major catastrophe, people have a sort of weird, morbid thing about going, it's like the old American thing about going out and looking at roadkill. So it doesn't surprise me it's made a huge amount of money. It doesn't surprise me that people are going to see it, just because even I was kind of, stunned by just how long it was, and just how tedious it was, and just how repetitive it was, and just how incoherent it was, and just how little anyone seemed to care about anything other than it being loud. So that is it. Michael Bay, the loudest common denominator.
You're quite proud of that
the apocalypse.
Let's put that up there in big letters.
So it just came to me.
So Whisper, tell me a film that you think you'd like to hear Mark Commode's opinion on. Maybe a controversial one, maybe one of your favourites. Maybe one of you want something you hate. Let's see if you can sync up. Let's do The Happening, man. I love The Happening one.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Shyamalan, yeah. You keep calling him Shyamalan. It's like
aluminum
sidings and nuclear power. Okay, so for those who haven't been following the story up until now, M. Night Shyamalan, fine.
Okay.
started out with Sixth Sense, which everyone went, wow, absolutely brilliant. Nobody saw the twist coming other than those people who read elsewhere, but there we go. And, you know, what a great new talent. Then Unbreakable, which in fact, I think the smart money is on Unbreakable as Shyamalan's best and most underrated film. I think it's a really good piece of work, and it wasn't fated in the way that it ought to have been.
Is that the one with the train crash?
Yeah, you liked it, right?
Yeah.
And of course, in terms of sort of comic book superheroes, clearly a forerunner of that TV series which is on at the moment called Superheroes, fine. And then Signs, which was fine. You know, it was yeah, a little bit more. And the Village, which I liked, people were starting to some extent to lose patience with the Village. And then Lady in the Water. And I think the way I described Lady in the Water when it was first released was it was like watching somebody sitting in the cinema pouring petrol on their head and setting fire to themselves, because it was M. Night Shyamalan's career going up in smoke. And as our email previously pointed out, there is an absolutely absurd thing in it in which Shyamalan not only casts himself as the person who writes the book that's going to save the world and becomes a martyr, but he also has a movie critic who's completely hideous and completely terrible and a complete nincompoop who then gets brutally killed by, and I can't remember if it's the Smurfs or the Marfs or the Smidges or the Middly Blongs and the Hop Dumpling Blongs, because she comes out of the water from the Dringy Drangy. Remember, the whole film is like that. There is actually a line in it in which somebody says, I'm a Smurf, I'm a Smarf, what I came from line, that. And everyone went, it's it, he's lost the plot, he's just gone completely mad, and this is such a terrible film. Even Guy Ritchie would wake up in the morning and go, well, I might have made Revolver, but I didn't make The Lady in the Lake, so, I can at least get a good night's sleep tonight. So there's a little sort of hiatus, a little period, and then he comes back with The Happening. Now, a couple of things happen with The Happening. First is that it's not shown until the last possible moment, because I only saw it on National Show, it was on Tuesday, and there was, I think at some point, some concern about whether it was actually going to be shown at all. The Happening, the title itself, is a bit of an issue. The tagline, and listen to what they've done here, we've sensed it, we've seen the signs, now it's happening. Okay, you see what they did there? They do a Hulk-style leapfrog over Unbreakable, the one nobody saw, over The Village, the one nobody saw, and completely failing to mention Lady in the Lake, which was not Lady in the Lake, Lady in the Water, Lady in the Lake's Guinevere.
Did he do Lady in Red as well?
He did.
He
should have done.
That was him.
So the story, and if you've seen the trailer, you know the story. You've seen the trailer, right, for The Happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought the trailer looked quite good.
Yeah, exactly.
I was quite intrigued.
Exactly, okay. But here's a clip anyway. So the trailer is Mark Wahlberg is a teacher when something happens. Now, you probably noticed in that clip the moment when Mark Wahlberg goes, Central Park. That's kind of odd, which for me is up there on a par with the moment in the Karen Carpenter story, when Karen Carpenter says to her brother, is there anything about me in the newspaper review? And he says, oh, it just says the chubby drummer kept time. And it cuts to Karen Carpenter, she goes, chubby? And it is, it's Central Park. It's happening around plants and trees. So, there we are, it's all great. Now, you sit there watching the movie with a number of questions. The idea of the whole marketing campaign is, what is it? What is The Happening? What can it be? How can it be? Why can it be? And I'm sitting there going, okay, on the one hand, I really like Mark Wahlberg. I think he's a very good actor. I think that M. Night Shyamalan, when he's good, is a very adventurous writer, director. Obviously he makes references to many of the movies that I really like. In this case, I think there are clear references to The Crazies, the George Romero film. And I think in the past he's referred to Friedkin movies. And so I understand his frame of reference. And I like the idea of this ill-defined thing just happening, because it's a sort of amorphous paranoia that what happens is people are walking around and then they stop. And then they walk backwards a little bit. And then they all start... it's something like a mass suicide. And why? Is it a terrorist attack? Is it a biological thing? What is it? Fine, okay? Those are the questions that you're meant to be asking yourself. But you end up going, why isn't this working? Why is Mark Wahlberg sounding so stilted? How do you pronounce Zuri Deschanel? Why isn't this gelling for me? And I worried about it, and I worried about it, and I worried about it, and I finally figured that this is the problem for me. There's been some hideous reviews of The Happening, which I think have been kind of just a bit silly. You have to sort of admire the fact that he is attempting to make an intelligent, slightly, maybe it's not supernaturally, but you think it might be, thriller, but it doesn't work. I think it doesn't work.
The reason it doesn't work for me in the end comes down to this. There is an air of sanctimony about it that really bothers me. In Lady in the Water, there's this whole thing about the critic who's a complete fool and then gets eaten, and Shyamalan casts himself as this visionary, this absolutely brilliant visionary who will martyr himself in order to save the human race. At a very early stage on in The Happening, I don't want to say too much because if you are going to go and see it, I don't want to give away the plot, although it's no great plot twist, it's just a sort of, there is a general development of the central idea. At the very beginning, Mark Wahlberg's character says there are some things that science explains away, and science will come up with an explanation, but you know what? We'll never really know what it is. And there is a sense in Shyamalan's writing and in his direction of superciliousness, of I know what this is all about, and it's a morality tale, and you'd all better wise up, and it was an awful sense of being talked down to. Because in the end, the idea, the revelation of The Happening is not that particular, and it's not even really a revelation. There's a sort of a sense of Cloverfield in it, that you don't really know what's going on, and you don't really have to know what's going on. You just have to know that something is, as the title suggests, happening. But what I didn't like was this kind of sense of, well, you see, I'm ahead of the game, and I'm smart, and I know that these things are happening because you people have been bad to the planet. This is what's going to last. So I firstly, bizarrely got the sense of being lectured. And the second thing is that when he starts to kind of reveal what the rules of engagement may be, he then very swiftly starts breaking his own rules of engagement, so there's a breaking of trust. The script is, I'm afraid, badly written in terms of the dialogue, so people do have discussions in which people explain the plot to each other and to themselves. And I'll only say this very slightly enigmatically, which I think is what a film called The Happening deserves. If you go see The Happening and you buy into the explanation of why it's all happening and how it's all happening, ask yourself this question: who's making the wind blow?
Yeah, that was it, man.
Right, okay, I'll bear that in mind. So
I remembered halfway through that review. I always say that ever since then. That just fucked the whole film up, didn't it? Remember that? It doesn't make sense, does it? I remember reading that review after thinking, yeah, actually, why is the wind's always chasing them? Like, the wind's blowing the fucking leaves and the trees and shit towards them. The flowers aren't sort of going. So what's causing the wind? Do the plants control the wind?
The trees didn't do it.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, I'll look for Death Proof for you, bro. I'm sure he's done one. I remember he used to like, he was into fucking Tarantino back in the day, but a bit like me, he got very bored quite quickly with him. Commode. You said Death Proof, didn't you? What caused the wind, bro? Did he do Death Proof?
Can't
he has.
Into Tarantino.
Classic Commode. Well, here we go. Here's his Death Proof one, brother. And then we've got a Commode uncut called A Tarantino Situation. We could listen to that after.
I come from the highest, the high. Oh, why would I settle for less? I do it in spirit, I do it in flesh.
Death Proof, or let's call it Grindhouse and a half. Quentin Tarantino's homage to the Grindhouse oeuvre, except of course it isn't, because what happened was it was originally made as two films, one film, Quentin Tarantino's Bit, then Robert Rodriguez's Bit, Planet Terror, and then some trailers in the middle for films that don't exist, all put together to form one long homage to Grindhouse cinema. Released it in America, everyone went, what's all that about? What is all that about? They watched the first bit, which was Quentin Tarantino's bit, and thought, it's over, I'm going home, boring. So then Quentin Tarantino went, oh, no, sorry, actually, let's split the two things up, let's get rid of the Robert Rodriguez thing. Actually, my film, Death Proof, is not meant to be an 89-minute trial, it's meant to be 2 hours long, and I'm going to premiere it at Cannes, Le Festival de Cannes. It is unfilmed to Quentin Tarantino, so he did all 2 hours of Death Proof at Cannes. So, firstly, it's half of the film it was meant to be in the first place. It's all scratchy and jumpy in the style of Grindhouse cinema that, incidentally, most of us are kind of quite bored with, Quentin. You know, we watched a lot of Grindhouse cinema when we were young, and well, what was the Grindhouse cinema we watched when we were young? Well, I mean, it's all those exploitation movies, like things like Last House on the Left and those sort of movies, and you know, that's where and ages ago when I said Grindhouse, everyone said, what does that mean? And now, of course, now that Quentin Tarantino's used it, not allowed to use it anyway. It says on the posters, and I love this, the 5th film by Quentin Tarantino. Well, I'm sorry, the 5th film. Like, I love the way he does this revision. This is the 5th film. No, hang on, Quentin Tarantino, right?
It's not the fifth film. It's half a film for a start. It's only the fifth film if you don't count Four Rooms, which you are trying to write out of history in your Stalinist way. I mean, and you don't count From Dusk Till Dawn, which you wrote and starred in. I mean, at the very best, it's the 6.5 film from Quentin Tarantino, and at worst, it's at least the 8 3/4. It's not the fifth film. I mean, Kill Bill was 2 films. Sorry, Quentin, say what you like, was 2 films.
I don't care.
Do you know how we know? We paid twice. Anyway.
Having established it is the 8 3/4 film.
The plot, and I use the word loosely. Stuntman Mike, played by Kurt Russell, after several other people had turned the role down, including Mickey Rourke.
Heavens.
It's a role that Mickey Rourke turned down. Open the door so the whiff can leave the room. You know, even Mickey Rourke said, you know, Quentin, not going to. Well, I think he did start, and then they fell out. Maybe Quentin said something about his face, or anyway.
Kurt has done some decent filming.
He's done some bad films as well. I mean, ever since Escape from LA, in which he went surfing down.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that was really, really bad. So he's a stuntman, and he picks women up in his car and he kills them. That's the plot. That's the whole plot. Here's a clip of him picking somebody up in a bar.
When I do, you will be the first to know.
Will you be able to drive later?
I know looks can be deceiving, but I'm a teetotaler.
Why would...
Individuals.
Wisdom.
And it goes on like that for hours. Now, several points to it. Firstly, it's a very badly written film. Everyone in this film talks like Quentin Tarantino. He says, oh, it's about a group of women.
That's every Tarantino film.
Tarantino. Everyone in the film talks like Quentin Tarantino, except Quentin Tarantino. Because when he turns up, his staggeringly bad acting means that he can't actually deliver lines in the style of Quentin Tarantino. And it is absolutely demonstration that he has only got one voice. He has one. All his characters are the same person. They're all him. Don't matter whether they're male, female. It doesn't make any difference. They are all Quentin Tarantino. Point one. Point number two. This whole thing about the scratchy film format, the jumpy stock, it jumps around. It looks like a 70s grindhouse movie, except it doesn't. It runs out of steam halfway through, and he kind of gives up that idea, as he has done by cutting the movie in half and saying, well, we're not going to have it as grindhouse. I'm going to get rid of Planet Terror, which I have yet to see, but sounds,
that's better.
If anything, worse.
Better. It's better.
So it's a really half-witted idea. At the beginning of Kill Bill, oh, a Shaw Brothers presentation. Oh, that's so funny, Quentin, because we all remember seeing kung fu movies back in the 1970s, and they were Shaw Brothers movies. And you've stolen the logo. That's absolutely fantastic. You know, with this, you're right. Back in the 1970s, movies were scratchy, and there you are. You scratched the film up. Point three. It's a film which has got two major points. Are there? No, 4. Okay, 2 major riffs. One of them is on Vanishing Point. The whole of the second half is a long riff on Vanishing Point, which I like. I like Vanishing Point with, you know, some reservations. I like it. I'm not going to obsess about it, but I like it. But more importantly, it's a whole section of this film in which they play the theme music from Cruising. Right? I love Cruising. William Friedkin film. Al Pacino goes undercover in the gay heavy leather S&M scene in New York. You know,
that's
sign me up
to a T.
That is. I love that film. I think it's brilliant. They played it in Cannes in a restored print, you know, with all the filth put back in again. And Friedkin was there introducing them. I'm in heaven, right? It's the new print of Cruising. Friedkin's there. And Friedkin says, I must say hello, incidentally, because in the audience is a great young filmmaker, Quentin Tarantino. Give him a round of applause. And everyone's, I'm sorry, I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not having this. You may be William Friedkin. You made The Exorcist, The French Connection, and Cruising. I am not applauding your new best friend just because he used the theme music from Cruising in his film. I'm sorry. It's not going to work on me. Worse, however, point 4.
This is 4,
and
right.
This is it. And this is
right. The point.
Yes, the defence of all of this infantile, adolescent nonsense is he's a fan. Quentin's a fan. No, he's not, and I'm sorry, Your Honour. Gavel-bashing time. Here's how it goes. You look at Tarantino's career, Reservoir Dogs, Calling Card Movie, Pulp Fiction, bits of other movies like all the rest of it, blah, 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 4 Rooms, let's try and forget it, let's write it out of Stalinist history. But then he makes Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown is a film that proves that he can make films with proper characters and proper story and proper difference between male and female. And it's actually something else. And you know what? It financially flops. And he goes, oh no, I didn't make any money out of Jackie Brown. I'd better go back to doing that infantile adolescent claptrap that I made my name with before. So Kill Bill Part 1, Kill Bill Part 2, Grindhouse turning into Death Proof. This is not the work of a fan. It is the work of a man who is sold out. And the quicker everyone realises that what Quentin Tarantino has turned into is your embarrassing uncle who turns up at a wedding in a leather jacket and tells you how swinging he was back in the 90s. He's that guy. He's not a fan. He's a money-grubbing sellout who can't write, can't direct, and has run out of ideas. And the worst
best thing about it is that in the middle of that CV is Jackie Brown, which proves how good he could be and just how bad he is now. I rest my case. And on the plus side, well, I like the theme from Cruising, you know, but just I like it in Cruising.
Well, this is something Commode said, and I picked up on a long time ago. I think when he writes and directs, that's where his trouble is. Because, fair enough, Pulp Fiction, everyone loves it, but I don't know if I'd like it as much watching it now. But two films I know I'll always enjoy: True Romance, which he wrote but didn't direct, and Jackie Brown, which he directed but didn't write. So I feel like if he writes a script, you give it to someone else, so all the characters don't end up with the same voice, like he was saying there, or you give him somebody else's script where everybody doesn't talk like Quentin Tarantino in the script already anyway, so he can't implant his own personality onto the characters, right? So I think that's a pretty good critique of him, and it seems to hold up. Mate, yeah, if you watch like Pulp Fiction, everyone in it is cool as fuck. Everyone, you know what I mean? They all talk with the exact same voice, right? Death Proof is your favourite movie? That's wild, bro. Like, I prefer Planet Terror just because I think it's sillier and stupider and it's much more of a popcorn movie and it runs quickly. I felt like Death Proof, I wanted to like it, but it was like he's just said, it's really boring. I just found it really boring. I only ever watched it once. I'll never ever watch it again. Like, do you have any more Commode requests? So what have you, Looney? Little sausage. Because this journey won't last very much longer at Whisper. Well, let's listen to this, man. It's only 3 minutes. The Tarantino situation from 14 years ago. Commode Hunter.
Tarantino has got a new movie coming out. It's the Second World War drama, Inglourious Bastards. It opened in Cannes to, shall we say, mixed reviews, and it opens here on August the 21st. Will it be a return to form or just more infantile fanboy claptrap? Well, you'll have to wait and see. I'll review it the week it comes out. But let me take this preliminary opportunity to clear up an issue about my problem with Quentin Tarantino. I get asked sometimes, you know, how come you started out such a big Quentin Tarantino fan, you're a big supporter of Reservoir Dogs, you love Pulp Fiction.
Luna,
why is it now that when people mention Quentin Tarantino's name, you start to wince, you start to complain, you start to whinge? Well, it's very simple. My problem with Quentin Tarantino is not that I think he's a bad filmmaker. On the contrary, my problem with him is that I think he's a much better filmmaker than we have had any reason to believe recently. Look at the evidence. He starts out with Reservoir Dogs, which is an intelligent, stripped-down thriller, and he uses the success of that movie to give us Pulp Fiction, a Chinese puzzle of a movie with all these interlocking stories that intertwine and mesh quite beautifully. Then, after some side project diversions, he does something extraordinary in the shape of Jackie Brown. Now, people keep saying what a great dialogue writer Quentin Tarantino is. Well, yes, except that in a Quentin Tarantino film, everyone sounds like Quentin Tarantino. If they're male, female, old, young, black or white, they all sound like Quentin Tarantino. They all sound like that annoying, nerdy guy from the video store down the street. Yet, in the case of Jackie Brown, for the first time, we have fully rounded characters. We have women who actually appear to be women, not just people in dresses talking like Quentin Tarantino. We have character development. We have people who appear to be three-dimensional. We have backstory that fits up with the front story. We have something approaching maturity. In fact, we have his best film to date. But what happens with the box office? Well, it's very simple. After Pulp Fiction, expectations were high. The new movie from Quentin Tarantino was a big deal. And Jackie Brown did not do great at the box office. It didn't totally fail, but in Quentin's terms, it was not a success. So, he made his best movie. He didn't luck out with it in terms of money, so what does he do? The simple answer is, he runs back to the safety of the old fanboy claptrap that made him famous in the first place. So we get Kill Bill 1, Kill Bill 2, Death Proof, the entire Grindhouse project. Now, what does this tell you about Tarantino? Well, the thing that I am constantly being told is, look, he's like you. He's a fan. He loves those B-movies so much he wants to pay homage to them. In Kill Bill, he's paying homage to the movies of the Shaw Brothers. In Death Proof, he's paying homage to all those B-movies that he grew up on. Well, I like all those movies too. But that's not the reason Quentin Tarantino keeps remaking them. The real reason he keeps remaking them is because when he did something different, he didn't make money at the box office. I know everyone wants to believe that he is the world's greatest, most true-hearted fan. But when I look at what happens with Jackie Brown, I see somebody chasing a fast buck, and that essentially
is no different to what Michael Bay has done to the whole of his career. Now, is Inglourious Basterds a return to form, or is it more of the same? Well, as I said, you'll have to wait and see. But let me reiterate, my problem is not that I expect the worst from Quentin. My problem is that I expect the best, because he's demonstrated just how good he can be. And when you've been that good, there really is no excuse for being as bad as he's been. There is a new Quentin Tarantino movie out, and shall we just address the title issue? And
We're allowed to say it once.
Okay.
You say it, and I'll look the other way.
Okay. The misspelt title, and just, if you're in a car, you have kids, you don't want them to hear the title, turn the radio down for 30 seconds. The misspelt title of Quentin Tarantino's new movie is Inglourious Basterds, but spelt E-R, and Inglourious is spelt wrong, okay? As you probably know, there is already a film with that title not spelt incorrectly from the 1970s.
Don't say you can't say.
No, I'm not going to say it. Enzo Castiglieri, whatever his name is,
our quota up.
Williamson. And that, funnily enough, is a kind of, it's a sort of, action adventure, funny thriller exploitation movie. The tagline of it is, whatever the dirty doesn't do, they do it dirtier. And if you're a Kraut, he'll...
Pick one, because I've nearly finished the game. I've nearly finished the run, so pick one of those, brother, and we'll look for it. Choose one, Whisper.
10 Cloverfield, if you'd please. Mercy.
I liked that. I really liked that. I thought it was great.
So, 10 Cloverfield Lane, which has, shall we say, a tangential relationship to Cloverfield. It's meant to be a blood relative, something which shares tonal similarity. Actually began as a completely separate spec script, so a psychological thriller script, which then, due to J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot developing it, ended up becoming something which is, as I said, tangentially connected to 10 Cloverfield Lane. Stars Mary Elizabeth Winstead. At the very beginning, we see her walking out on what appears to be a long-term relationship. She drives into the night. Her car runs off the road. She wakes up in a cellar, a bunker, an underground area in which she appears to have been imprisoned by John Goodman. But John Goodman tells her that she's there for her own safety.
Eggs. Tore it up. That's chemical. If your life, Michelle, you can't leave.
It's only a short one.
What basically happens is a sort of psychological thriller in which, the best way of thinking of it is kind of like the disappearance of Alice Creed meets Rooms. People in a trapped environment who don't know what's going on in the outside world, basically distrusting and then trusting and then distrusting again each other's motives. And I have to say, as a piece of sort of psychological thriller writing, it's rather well done. Terrific central performance by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. John Goodman he walks that thin line between being on the one hand helpless and pathetic and pitiful, and on the other hand being really, really threatening brilliantly. I remembered him, this made me think of his performance in Barton Fink, which I think is one of the reasons why some people take against Hail Caesar instantly, because when they go and see a Coen's movie about the movie industry, they think Barton Fink. We've all got that Barton Fink feeling, but since you are Barton Fink, I guess you got it in spades, right? You know the drill. Big men in tights. There's a Wallace-Berry wrestling picture. Never mind, you're not following this. Anyway, so I think there is three very, very good performances. I think there's a really good, tense psychological thriller in there. The movie plays its cards very close to its chest until, we move into the final act. And I won't say anything about that because I think it should be left to the audience to discover it for themselves. What I will say is that anyone who goes expecting a sequel to or a companion piece movie to Cloverfield isn't going to get exactly what it is they thought. But if you take it as going to see a psychological thriller that has, or maybe it doesn't, because the whole point is, John Goodman says something terrible has happened up above ground, but has it? Actually, we have only his word for that.
So we have only his word for there being any connection. Go and see it as a psychological thriller and try and put Cloverfield out of your mind.
That was only a very quick one, bro. Oh, he has done an uncut version. Hang on.
Very little pre-awareness of what the film really was. I remember going to the National Press Show the week that it opened, and nobody knew what the relationship was between 10 Cloverfield Lane and Cloverfield, to which the title seemed to allude. Now, I liked the film. I thought it was really interesting, but it was evident that it was something that had begun life as something else and been changed, because it turns out that 10 Cloverfield Lane actually began life as a spec script called The Cellar, about some people trapped together in a cellar. And then the property ended up being taken over by Bad Robot. Obviously, J.J. Abrams' involvement with Cloverfield meant that they thought it was some kind of genetic cousin of Cloverfield, and it turned into 10 Cloverfield Lane. There was a lot of debate at the time about whether or not the connection with Cloverfield was a good or a bad thing. When I was reviewing it, I said it was more like the disappearance of Alice Creed meets Room than it was War of the Worlds. It's basically a film in which Mary Elizabeth Winstead is trapped in a cellar with John Goodman, who says that something terrible has happened up above ground, but we don't know whether it has. We don't know whether he's her saviour or her captor. We don't trust any of his motivations. Well, now the film is coming out on DVD. People know a lot more about it, but maybe you still don't quite know what the connection, if anything, is with Cloverfield. So my question to you is this. Do you think that 10 Cloverfield Lane benefited from the connection to Cloverfield?
No.
Or do you think the connection to Cloverfield did it some damage, set up
Neither.
expectations that perhaps the film wasn't going to meet? And when you write your responses, put them on the comments below this video. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the film yet and you don't want to know what the solution to that problem is, don't read the comments until you've seen it. But my advice would be, do see it. It's really good. It's just not Cloverfield.
Yeah. I remember thinking that when I watched it, thinking all the way through. I guess, did it hurt? It might have hurt it, I guess, until I didn't care, because I just really fucking enjoyed it anyway. And I think I might have known before I watched it, actually, that there wasn't really any sort of Cloverfield links per se. Because I fucking love Cloverfield, man. That was one of my favourite films I've ever seen at the cinema. It was amazing. It was the first time I saw the showroom cinema in Sheffield, I think, when I moved up there. But yeah, 10 Cloverfield Lane is basically completely detached, in my opinion. It's a totally different film, but a very good film. Yeah, anyway, there you go, man. That's your night driving with me and a bit of Mark Commode. Whisper, I think you like that guy, bro. You should check him out, man. Especially them Commodian rants, man. They're hilarious, honestly. Oh,
I will.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what a night. It's quite a good film. We'll have to do that next time. Next time I do Fernbus, man, we'll just stick Commode on while I'm travelling hundreds of miles across Europe. We can listen to some more Commodian rants or some of his good reviews as well. What were the others you said, by the way, before? You put about 4 names in, didn't you? Hang on, let's have a look. See if we can fit one more in before I go. Anyone who's not Whisper and still watching, I'm not driving anymore tonight, gangs.
Is fantastic.
Yeah, man. I mean, obviously it came out long before Blade Runner. Eyes Wide Shut, Interview with a Vampire. I don't know if he'll have reviews for them, because they might be before Commode. He'll have Eyes Wide Shut, definitely. But Interview with a Vampire? Nah, not Nosferatu. Vampires suck. Vampire Hunter Abraham Lincoln. It was a bit early for his show, I think. 1994, I don't think he was doing the show then. He definitely wasn't, in fact, 100%. What else did you say?
Fallout is a good TV show.
Oh, it's very, very good.
Daybreakers.
I'll tell you his favourite vampire film right now. Right, Let the Right One In. The Swedish film. I think it's called Let the Right One In, because the American remake kind of renamed it slightly. But whatever the original Swedish one, I know for a fact that's his favourite vampire film. It's one of his favourite films. Daybreakers.
I'm always telling you to watch it. Black Den Ratterind.
Yeah. That's his favourite one. You are him, man. You like him. No, nothing for Daybreakers. But yeah, let's listen to that one. He's let the right one in.
It's my fav as well, along with Interview with the Vampire.
He did an uncut of it actually. In fact, he's done 2 uncuts of it. In fact, fuck me. Commode Uncut, Let Me In or Let the Right One In. Commode Uncut, TV Movie of the Week, Let the Right One In. Commode Uncut, In the Loop and Let the Right One In. Let's go for that. It's only 3 minutes. 3 minutes. The last 3 minutes with me tonight, peeps.
At the South Bank in London, and as you probably know, the London Film Festival is about to kick off, and one of the films showing at the London Film Festival is Let Me In, which is the English language hammer-backed remake of Let the Right One In, which was pretty much my favourite film released in the UK last year. In fact, I gave my
Sorry, not just his favourite vampire film, his favourite film of 2010, I believe, or 2011. His favourite film that year it came out.
Award for Best Film to Thomas Alfredson for Let the Right One In. I really, really love that movie. I've been very trepidatious about the English language remake happening. And I started thinking about what it is about English language remakes of foreign language films. And I came to the following conclusion. It doesn't really matter in the end whether they're good or bad, but in the change from one language to another, you often get a tonal change in the movie. Think, for example, about the French film Nikita, which was remade with an American cast. I think Bridget Fonda was the star of the American remake. And the primary tonal change in that film, the French one, was a blue film, not a blue film, but the colour of it was blue. The American version, however, the primary colour was red. It was kind of the cool French version and the overheated American version. Then I started thinking about other examples, like, for example, William Friedkin's much maligned remake of The Wages of Fear. The original Wages of Fear is essentially a film about the terror of death. And Friedkin's remake, Sorcerer, a very expensive remake which flopped massively, is basically about the drudgery of life. That's one of the reasons people didn't like it. It's not very tense. It's an incredibly grim, downbeat movie. And I started thinking about other examples, like, for example, The Vanishing, which was remade.
That's actually about remakes. Here we go.
Welcome to Kermode Uncut, where it's time once again for TV Movie of the Week. Every week on the Kermode and Mayo Film Show on Radio 5 Live, we pick a TV Movie of the Week, and here on the Kermode Uncut blog, we discuss it in some depth. This week, my choice of the film, which you may well have seen, you need to see it again. Thursday, Film 4, Let the Right One In. Based on a novel by John Ajvide Lindqvist, which itself takes its title from a lyric by Morrissey, Let the Right One In is a story about children which just happens to involve vampires. This is important because later on the film was remade in Hollywood as Let Me In, a film about vampires which just happens to involve children. At the heart of Let the Right One In is a young boy living in Stockholm, isolated, cut off, unable to make friends until he meets a young girl who tells him enigmatically that she has been a young girl for a very long time. As the secrets of her past become clear, the story appears to unfold in a supernatural direction, but at the heart of it is something very natural. This is not, in the end, a movie about unreal monsters. It's a story about very real childhood rage. In fact, Thomas Alfredson, the director, described it by saying that Let the Right One In is very much about the anger that this tormented boy is carrying. He's not able to do anything with it. He can't talk to his parents because he's shy. He's afraid of them interfering. He can't talk to his teachers, and he has no friends. So for him, the vampire in the story is the body of all this anger. I had similar experiences as a boy, and that moved me when I read the book, the feeling of wanting revenge without having the ability to get it. Alfredson went on to direct Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which many people recognise as being one of the very best films of the year, boasting standout performances from the likes of Gary Oldman. But the roots of that movie are absolutely in Let the Right One In. It is a film which is not about vampires in exactly the same way that Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is not about spying. Of course, one of the really interesting things about Let the Right One In is that Swedish movies did not have a vampire tradition from which it drew. In fact, when I interviewed Alfredson, he said, to the best of my knowledge, there aren't any other Swedish vampire movies except for some comedies, some goofy spoofs. Other than that, he was starting from the ground up. Now, obviously, there are certain key ways in which the film diverges from the novel. At one point in the film, we see a scar on the body of one of the characters that alludes to a subplot in the novel about gender change. It's not there in the film, but it's hinted at. I remember really clearly the first time I saw Let the Right One In. I thought it was an extraordinary evocation of the angst and the isolation of adolescence, so much so that I was moved to tears on several occasions. Later on, I met Alfredson and told him, and he said, well, you're not alone. And he told me a lovely story about somebody coming up to him in the streets of Stockholm sometime after the film had first been released and saying, I don't like horror movies, I'm not interested in vampires, I don't like scary movies, but I saw your film. And it made me cry because it reminded me of just how difficult it was to be a teenager. For me, that's what the film is about. Sadly, the English language remake is a completely different beast. Now, more people have seen Let Me In than Let the Right One In. And this, showing on Channel 4, is a chance for you to put that right. Watch Let the Right One In and let me know, is it as great as I think it is? And if you've seen Let Me In, am I wrong? Is it as bad as I think it is?
There you go, Whisper. Let him know. Is it as good as he thinks it is? What's not surprising? Oh, the bit about the English remake. Yeah. We always fuck it up, bro. We always fuck them up. Right. Let me just let my cat out because she's moaning at me. I don't know why you can't open the door tonight, Bubs. You can normally open it by yourself. What's up with you? Come on.
Haven't seen the US one. Don't want to. And yeah, the Swedish is as good as he thinks.
Oh, I think she might want more food. I gave her some food before I started streaming.
Why were you throwing socks at her?
Because she's fucking... Let me show you. Well, you... Oh, yeah, let me show you. She's trying to climb up on this. Where all the things are. She's like standing on that video there. Full stretch trying to climb up to there. I don't know if you could hear that. And they weren't socks, they were fingerless gloves. But close enough. Yeah, she was trying to climb up there, man. She was gonna do herself an injury or break Dr. Doom, one of the two. I didn't throw them at her, by the way.
Those cat posts and platforms on the wall.
Yeah, man, that's where she's... Yeah, it's cool, man. It's a little cat-stickle course. She sleeps in the curved one, the one that's shaped like a U. She sleeps in that. What's the matter with you? Staring at me for? I'm gonna have to go and deal with her anyway because she's giving me the stink eye. She can't want more food. What time is it now? 3 in the morning. I fed her at like 11 or 10:30 or something. I'm not supposed to feed her really. I'll just give her a little treat or something. You know what I mean? Right, that's it. Daniel, if you're still with us. Whisper, thank you both for keeping me company, keeping us chatty. Quite enjoyed that. It was a good little bit of a change, wasn't it? Just listening to some stuff and that. Anybody else that was here?
Till next time then, grinning cat, grinning cat, grinning cat.
Yes, indeed. To anybody else who was here, I can see at least 1 or 2 lurkers there. Yes, indeed. I apologise if you didn't like the old film talky bit, but when you're driving, you got to listen to something, you know what I mean? So we'll do that again. I'll be back tomorrow if Arsenal win. If Arsenal don't win tomorrow, you might not see me for a fucking week, but that's not true. If Arsenal don't win tomorrow, I probably won't stream tomorrow. If they do,
play safe,
I'll be on Synth Riders probably doing some dancing because I will have a lot of energy to get out because I am going to be stressed like fuck tomorrow during that game. So Synth Riders in the afternoon and then probably Midnight Suns at night. If they lose tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday. Adios, amigos. Au revoir, mes amis. Arrivederci, mi amici. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. Sayonara. Do widzenia. Zaijian. Alvida. Good night. I'll love you long time. I'll hopefully see you next time. Take care of yourselves. But most importantly, take care of each other. Namaste.